Do the introduction, David. Do the introduction, David.
All right, everybody, how are we doing? We got Twisted on the Road driving. You all know the rules. Don't do it in front of your mother. Don't do it on here. And if you see two Twisted on here, I'm running the screen while he's driving. So
He's an imposter.
With a real Twisted, please stand up. With a real Twisted, please stand up. Not literally.
Yeah, 'cause I can't see shit when I do this.
that looks nice, Nate.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to read while I'm driving here. Holy crap! Chat's already long as hell. Horses Shop, Ben Stone Productions, Gary Durbin Toolbox. Crap! What happened? DS Small Engines. That's Brandon. Hot Rod. Hot Rod's a resident Control Patrol. Robert Waters, how you doing, buddy? Horse and Shop. Horseback from India.
I thought he was going to Indiana like Toolbox did. Hope we brought back some curry peppers.
Harold Fisher. Jimmy T. How's everybody doing? I'll be right back. That's the boss.
Hello, everybody. Good Friday evening.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hallelujah.
Nader. I like that video, brother.
Was it funny? I was just trying to make a smile on a Friday.
Hey, smiles are good on a Friday.
Always.
I had fun filming it. That chick in the yellow bug couldn't have been more on time.
Hey, Mama, how you doing?
She was just cutting through, boy.
Yeah, I think she was trying to flirt with you. I don't know. Don't tell the wife.
I was at cruise control at 80 miles an hour, and she passed me, and then I'm in the middle lane. I stay in the middle lane unless I have to pass somebody. And she goes around. I move out of the way. She goes around me, and then it wasn't 5 minutes later. She slows down to like 75. So I go back into the fast lane, and I'm passing cars, and here she is riding my butt. I'm like, really? You just slowed down. So I move out of her way, and she like flies by like she's mad at me for being in front of her. I don't know. It was funny. The whole time her passenger is just passed out, freaking catching flies. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I got new golf cart tires.
I do tell. It looks nice. That's a good
That looks
height.
really good.
I got this too. I don't know who. Some strange person sent it to me. I don't know.
That looks nice, man.
Professional.
A really good friend of mine named Polar Bear Ed sent this to me.
Nice.
Big shout out to Polar Bear Ed in the chat in the panel today. There ain't a person in this panel though that ain't helped me out. So.
And big shout out to a Small Engine Nation.
Big shout out to Small Engine Nation.
We're only as good as the smallest channel. And we like each and every one of us in our family. So
I don't know.
I wanted to see you protect that engine, man.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be protected.
Nice thing about that is it has that snorkel on the side. You can actually put a tube up, get you way up above the water. I think if you plan on taking that thing in anywhere.
Me and Johnny were talking about that today. It's got this on the side right here that I could send up.
And that little port on the bottom goes into that valve cover or side of the motor right there in the front, right below the carburetor. Yep.
There's a vent that I know exactly where it goes. It's all gonna come together.
Yep.
The video might be up this weekend. It might not. I'll be honest with you. I got a video in the making right now that's just, it's so many different camera angles. It's so hard to put 3 camera angles together, and I hate editing.
hey, Matt, I sent you an invite, brother.
Hey, Matt.
That's another big small engine nation right there, boy. Matt and Peepers, they're freaking awesome. Big supporters of my channel too. I love them to death.
Heck yeah. Great people.
I can't say nothing bad about anybody in the small engine nation.
No, you can say a whole lot of good things about Matt and Peepers. I promise you that.
I promise you.
Well, you can say bad stuff, but it'd all be lies.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That's that Craig Durbin guy. I don't know who the hell that guy is, but man, somebody tell him how it is.
He's a
He
good.
just needs to hush. His wife knows what she's doing.
But Kathy Durbin, boy, man, she's an angel.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
you want
knows
to see
what
some
she's
Kathy
doing.
Durbin? You guys want to see some Kathy Durbin? There's some Kathy Durbin right there. That's Kathy
Heck
Durbin
yeah.
right there all day.
Nice.
Beautiful. Hot Rod, Peeper, Jimmy C, BS,
Harold in there,
Harold,
Ben Stone.
Doug Sweener, Ben Stone. I like that name. Toolbox.
Hot Rod the troll killer.
Yeah, Jimmy. We all love Jimmy.
Hello, Jimmy.
Everything all right with the boss?
Yeah. I request y'all. Mine.
What you got?
My stepmother, her mom passed away this morning, and it's hitting my stepmom and my dad pretty hard. So y'all just keep them in your thoughts. That's all I'm asking.
Yes, sir.
Done.
We'll throw some prayers out there. That's how we do it.
I want to have a kind of a little welding discussion tonight about different processes, stick versus MIG versus TIG. Kind of get everybody's opinion on what they like the best.
Ooh, great topic.
I'm going to consolidate my machines, and I want to get, instead of having 7 different machines, I would like to have just 1 or 2. And I can't make up my mind what MIG is a gimme, okay? But I can't make up my mind if I want to go with a dedicated TIG machine or a TIG stick machine or a multi-purpose machine. I want to be able to weld aluminum. Just kind of want to get everybody's opinion on that, you know.
Well, it kind of sucks because there's 2 major guys that do welding stuff and fabrication and whatnot are on the panel.
Well, I do a lot of welding and stuff too, but you know, I'm pretty good at all three processes. I'm not a master of any, but you know, I mean, I can like.
You got a TIG welder? I'll tell you what, I don't know nothing about welder stuff. Y'all have to take over.
We got a bunch of people in the chat, though.
Hey, Lydia.
I see a new one in there, Lydia's channel. How you doing?
I do a lot of MIG. I like MIG. I started out old school with a stick welder. I like that. I've never done any TIG. I'd love to do some TIG, but I'm kind of leaning to like a MIG TIG machine maybe, or something like that.
Well, neither one of my favorite fabricators are in here, and that's Jay and Matt.
Well, Matt's in here. El Camina's in here.
Chat.
I got the chat up on my phone, but I can't read it at 85 miles an hour. I'm sorry.
I mean, originally I started old school with the oxy acetylene, brazen, and just regular oxy welding.
You know, that's one thing I haven't done in years. I probably need to start doing a little bit of that. I have this routine when I'm at home that I go through. Every time I'm at home, I set aside 3 hours, and sometimes I'll do it an hour a day or whatever. But I do nothing but sit there and run peas. I try to do an hour with each process. You know.
Hey, Mama, I shared that video in the stream there, so everybody gets a chance and might go watch that and get an update on Doug. Howdy, Brad. How you doing, brother?
Hi, Brad.
Oh, hell. There went the neighborhood.
Brad.
He's just lurking, so don't worry about that, Clifton.
That's a good topic to get Brad in on.
I don't know if it's working.
Get Brad and Matt in there.
Is Brad lurking or twerking? I don't know.
Well, if he's twerking, I don't want no part of none of that. All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Take care, Mama. Hey, Matt, have you ever heard of Everlast? You ever played with any of that stuff? You know?
I wish I could get him in here. Him and Jay, their opinions mean a lot to me.
Night, Mama.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, Jay's had a pretty rough week. Well, you know, if anybody needs some prayers from that, probably Jay's one of them, just as well as anybody else. So,
Now that we got to vote for Everlast too.
I've seen quite a few people do reviews on the Everlast. I've just never played it before, so
Yeah, I've never seen one in person.
Yeah, Doug, I'll call you in a little while. I'm a Hobart fan myself. I've got a Hobart 140. Well, I'm a Hobart and a Miller fan. I got nothing against Lincoln. I just prefer the blue machines. you know, or the gray one.
I really don't know. You know, the price points are so various from all the different places to tell. You know, it's really kind of hard to keep up with what's a good deal and what's not a good deal. And where do you spend your money, because they're all competing for it.
The last welder I bought personally was 20 years ago, and it was a Lincoln.
What happened, Harold?
Hey, Brad, is yours the one that has the, can you run solid wire and gas, or is it flux core only? I don't like all the spatters you get with flux core. That's why I run gas with mine.
You know, that CHP seems pretty inviting, but I just have never spent a lot of time doing it. So
My welders that work are gas ones. My one at home's a flux core, and yeah, I much prefer the gas welder.
Mudster's in here. Muddy Buddy knows a little bit about welding. He likes the Eastman stuff, sounds like.
Okay. Well, Brad just said the Brad just said the Hobart's a true MIG or flux, but the Harbor Freight one is flux only.
I think that they've got some new ones at Harbor Freight that do all kinds of stuff. The new Vulcan line is pretty impressive from what I've seen. I don't know. Never welded with one though.
That's the whole thing.
Hey, I've got the
My issue with that is my issue with the Harbor Freight machine is parts availability.
Yep.
Something breaks on it, what do you got to go through to get parts?
Yeah, true.
Now that's why I like the Hobart stuff is you find any Miller welding shop and you get parts for Hobart. And I don't know how it is in other places, but the welding shops around, welding supplies around where I live at are one or the other. They're either blue or red. They're either Lincoln or Miller. You know. Yeah, I go find it.
What did you do, Nate?
Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me.
Too hot and slow wire.
Good grief.
Melted it right back.
So the wire faster.
Turn the heat down a little bit.
Yeah, wire faster or heat down a little bit.
Hey, there's Dino.
Dino.
Ding.
What is it?
He molded his wire to the tip of his welder.
Oh.
That's what inexperience does for you.
Back off of it a little bit. Get a little more space. Turn your gas up.
I haven't been able to get this welder right, man. I don't know. I'm doing something wrong.
Well, it takes a little bit getting used to them.
Where are you running your gas at? What pressure? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Nate, what pressure are you running your gas at?
I hit the trigger, it's at like 13.
You're running a pressure of 13?
Yeah.
Turn that shit up to about 25.
Yeah?
Yeah, that'll help with it. then you can back off your metal a little bit.
Hurry back, Brandon.
All right. I'll try it.
Need to get you some tip cleaner too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have none of that stuff.
Yeah, get you some nozzle dip. That'll help.
Yeah, you told me about that a long time ago, Stacy.
That's just cheap. It's cheap when you go to buying them tips.
Yeah.
Right.
The Harbor Freight had a sale on their tips a while back. I bought a packet of 10 for like $4.35.
I think Nate did too. I think he bought a big package of tips from Harbor Freight as well.
Yeah.
My experience, I haven't had good luck with the tips from Welder Freight. Welder Freight. God damn, I can't even talk. Harbor Freight. I like the. I'm running a Hobart machine, but I like the Lincoln tips. That's what I run on my equipment.
Yeah. They are a lot better of a tip.
And I use Lincoln wire a lot.
Matt, he likes his olive jelly on some burnt metal toast.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Hope you're feeling better, buddy.
And don't ever make the mistake of trying to use Vaseline for tip gel. That's big drama.
That's just flammable.
So Vicks Maple rubs out too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that one.
I use the tip dip. I think it's called tip dip from through Napa. I forget who makes it, but I like it.
Yeah, any kind of nozzle gel it's all pretty much the same. I get the nozzle gel from Harbor Freight. What the hell are y'all laughing at?
I'm
It's
laughing
a
at
long
Nate.
story. We'd have to rewind it to tell it to you, so maybe another night.
You talk about the wrong jar?
Y'all are sorry.
I got to get a picture of this. Sorry, Nate, but that's just too funny. Yeah, welding gloves on his feet.
Oh,
I didn't see that.
he looks like Sasquatch.
Yeah. That's what I was laughing at.
I have seen it all now.
I've got to share that. I can't help that. That is just too hilarious.
He ain't wrong either, Brad. He ain't wrong.
He got gloves on his hands too.
Yeah. You ever want to know what Donald Duck welding looked like? There you go.
Oh, you about killed me, man.
Something tells me y'all laughing at me.
Hey, Nate. Nobody can say you can't wear protection.
It's still
Safety
welded.
third and fourth.
It did it again. I think the auto feed wasn't working correctly or something. Because I cut it down to like 90 and it started feeding faster. And it worked good for about 5 seconds and then welded itself again.
Yeah, your tensioner's not tight enough in the feeder. You need to crank that tensioner down a little.
There should be a knob on the top of it.
I thought you guys were going to have to call 911 for me.
I think
But
that's all at the chair.
David kept laughing, and I'm driving. I'm trying to figure out what the hell he's laughing at. And then I look down and see Nate with gloves on his feet, and I'm like, oh, Lord.
Well, I was.
How else are you supposed to walk barefoot?
You got to
You're not
rename
supposed
the feeder.
Quit making fun of me.
You're not supposed to weld barefoot. That's the whole thing.
Why don't they make these for barefoot people?
There you go, Nate. You could be a millionaire.
Don't you know I'm from Florida?
That is the new business right there. Tater toes welding box.
Hey, Nate, you've been designated as Scuba Spud.
Scuba Spud? We'll try again.
And Mudster wants you to try welding with your feet. I don't know.
Huh. I can't weld with my hands.
Practice makes perfect, Nate. Practice makes perfect.
Nate, what do you have your amperage on?
My what?
Your amperage.
Do you have the amperage on?
I had it on 1/8" steel, but now I put it on 3/16.
Set it to quarter inch.
Quarter?
Try your wire speed up a little bit.
I got it on 90. Let's see what that is.
Turn your wire speed up.
Huh?
Turn your wire
To
speed
what?
up. Turn it up 5 if that helps.
All right.
Now, I was thinking of the wrong jar joke, and then I seen Nate's feet with the gloves on it, and it just about put me over the edge. How about choked to death?
Careful, Ed. Careful.
That's why I had to shut my camera off. I wasn't breathing.
I seen him slide I seen him standing on it, and I'm like, okay, he just must be comfortable standing on his gloves. Then I seen him slide him on his feet, and I lost it. What? Bad signal.
The nozzle's plugged up.
I think it's a spot weld.
Is he just tacking something together, or is he trying to stick something in? I can't tell what he's trying to do.
He's just spot welding.
I want to watch him do the hot foot dance when one of them hot suckers bounces into that glove on his foot.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
He'll be
He needs
kicking
to
that
cover
glove.
that tire up.
He'll be kicking that glove off. That's for damn sure.
Cover that tire up before you get one of those hot embers to blow that tire out.
The way he squatted down, one of them hot shots fall down them shorts, run up around his nuts. He'll be shucking them shorts too. He'll be out there butt naked with a glove stuck on his winger or something.
He just got one in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Hey, Nate, you can't want aluminum to steel there, buddy.
He's trying.
Much better. Thank God for grinders.
Hey,
It's
Hey.
working good now.
Nate,
I
when
was
you're
well-
setting your machine,
I was welding on an open edge.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Like it was open, so I had to kind of
Yeah.
build my weld up.
when you go to set your machine up, get you a piece of scrap metal and lay down there and start laying your feet in there and adjust your wire speed to where it sounds like you're cooking bacon.
That's what it sounds like right
You're
now.
in the right spot. You're in the right spot then.
It's working perfect right now. I know. I could tell. I could tell.
cover that tire up before you blow it out in your face.
Huh?
Cover that tire before you blow it out in your face.
Well, I'm done right there now. I'll be on to the next
Hey, if
spot. There's a battery right there too.
I'm like, man, if I ever come over there to help you, I'm bringing my own gloves.
You have a welder plug you into an extension cord? Matt wants to know.
Yeah.
That's a no-no.
Heavy duty though. Heavy duty.
Yeah, if he's got it on a heavy, heavy cord, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
It's about 15 feet long.
Oh,
220.
okay.
220. It's got to be like 10 wire or something in there.
Horse said he saw a bunch of Sears Suburbans at that swap meet.
I see that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't there. I got my Cub Cadet. Now I want to get me a 67 John Deere and a 67 Sears. I wish I had a way to show you all this. There's antelope lined up along the fence.
I'm glad Jay brought me a whole bunch of flapper discs. Look what Jay gave me.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
He really loves me.
You got any 36 or 40s? What's the breed?
Yeah, 80.
And you 120.
I got 80s and I don't know what these are. These don't have nothing on them.
Look at the sand on it. Is it smaller?
Yeah,
than-
these are way, the 80s are way grittier than these. These are probably more finished.
That's a 120.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably 80s and 120s. Yeah.
Over that tire and that battery.
I bought a pack of them Harbor Freight cutoff wheels a month or so ago. And I'm impressed with them.
Peel the sticker off of one of them. It says DeWalt underneath it.
These don't have stickers. These are printed right on the disc itself.
I like those cutoff wheels for free. 4-inch.
Yeah.
That's where I use my.
4-inch ones.
That's where I use my Ryobi grinder. Speaking of which, Ryobi's got a hot deal going on right now. 2 3-amp-hour batteries, a charger, a bag, and a free tool. Can't beat it for $99.
Yeah, I'm gonna find me a Home Depot tomorrow.
And it's good online too, and it's for the middle of June.
Good to the middle of June.
Yep.
Oh hell, I see several Home Depot trips in my view.
I got the cutoff wheels, not just the grinding discs. I used to use the ones we got at work. We get from one of our suppliers, and those things are nice. I mean, but they're expensive. They're like $7, $8 a piece. And I'd put them Harbor Freight ones up against the ones I get from work any day.
Yep. I use them all the
Hey,
time.
there's Breezy. Hey, Breezy.
What's up, Breezy?
But I will tell you the one. Go ahead.
I want everybody in the chat to just type in this one word. What's your favorite welding process? TIG, MIG, or stick?
What is this one?
That's a MIG.
Okay.
We're getting a lot of MIGs.
Craig said JB Weld.
JB Weld.
TIG is the one where you got to have the stick too, or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
We use that for filler.
Yeah.
That one you don't get the splatter and stuff on.
Okay.
TIG takes a lot of practice.
But looks good. And
Yeah,
you can do
Jimmy C.
stainless. Stainless too.
Well, some of your
Nick
new
Weaver.
stainless.
Hey, Nick Weaver. How you doing,
Hi,
buddy?
Nick. Hey, Mudster, I never mug welded before. I've drank some mug root beer, drank some beer out of a mug, coffee out of a mug, but I never tried welding with it.
Once you put the JB Weld in, Ed, come on now. 3 tubes of each, and you stir it in the mud, and then you put it on with one of those paint stirrer sticks. Then you go back and grind it smooth. It's all good.
I'm going at another spot.
Mud.
Yeah, he didn't put his welding socks on this time. Yeah, huh?
Hey, there's Captain. How you doing?
El Capitan.
Captain, my captain.
Hey, Cap. Kathy!
Hell, it's working pretty good. I may keep rolling.
I'm glad he moved that welder by the handle instead of pulling on the cord.
Them welding pops crack me up.
You know, as many times he put them gloves on his feet, you think he could put a pair of shoes on. I don't know.
I don't know. I can't say every pair of socks I own has holes in them from me going out to the shop welding in crops. I can't say nothing. I ain't no better.
Yeah, I've had some of those hot dudes roll down my pants leg right into my shoe. It don't feel good at all.
Yeah. Most of the time at work in the summer, I'm in shorts, jean shorts. And I've had many a hot piece go down the top of my work boot.
Hey, I've had them burn me on the head and then fall in my shirt and burn my back all the way to the crack of my ass.
Last summer, I had a really nice burn mark. It was in the heart, in a shape. It was a heart shape on the inside of my arm from where a piece fell and hit me.
Ouch.
Oh, it was it was an ouch, but it was cool as heck. I mean, it was a perfect heart shape.
Well, it hurt like hell, but it was cool.
Yeah. I had to take a picture of it.
Only Ed would come up with that.
Yeah.
It hurt like hell, but it looked cool.
It's like the time I about cut
That's
my
one of
finger
them home
off.
That was one of them hold my beer, watch this shit moments, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I laid my finger open one day at work. I'm sitting there videotaping the blood running off. I'm like, this is cool. I wrapped it in a rag and went up front and seen the secretaries. I'm like, yeah, I need a hand. They're like, well, what do you need? I'm like, I need a Band-Aid. Okay. They went and got a Band-Aid, come back. I unwrapped it. Blood started rolling out. They're like, I think you need a little more. And I said, nah, just put the Band-Aid on. It'll be all right.
My dad's a firm believer in duct tape. He won't put a Band-Aid on nothing. He'll put duct tape or super glue on it.
Usually at work, I put like piece of cloth rag and some black tape around it. Ever since that day that I did that with that rag, when I walk up front and if I even have a rag in my hand, they're like, okay, what'd you cut now? Yeah, but it has to be root beer at work because I can't have beer at work.
Hey, Captain, when you get a chance, take a look at Nate's feet.
Well, people, them red shop towels, the paper ones, they work really good with duct tape. They don't show the blood.
Yeah.
Nate's doing the welder waddle. The new dance. Everybody be doing that next week.
Yeah. All right, Harold.
They don't let me play with super glue too much anymore. I glue too much stuff together.
Man, these damn weights are heavy. Shit.
That was a nightmare. My biggest problem was I wasn't comfortable.
Hey,
Getting
Matt,
anxious.
good night, brother.
Night, Matt. Have a good one, buddy.
Night, Matt. Love you. Love you like a brother.
Brother from another mother. That's Matt.
Like I said, I can't say enough for small information.
All right, people. You guys have a good night. Hopefully, we'll talk to you all tomorrow. Hey, Foxes. How you doing, brother?
The welding fume's bad.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
not good for you. Now he opens the door. You got a fan in that shop? Plug your fan in, mate.
Hey, Horse, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I hope everything's okay.
Wow.
We're looking forward to going back live again.
Well, it's not good. You keep your eyes open.
Well, my signal's better when I'm rolling, so I'm gonna keep rolling.
Your signal's been crystal clear so far, Stacy.
What?
Your picture and your sound is like perfect.
Oh,
Really? I say something and jinxed it big time. Good grief. Are you serious? Like he didn't have a single problem up until I had to open my big yapper.
actually, he's been having a little problem. Not too
Has
bad.
he?
Yeah, it's been cutting in and out a little bit.
Well, I definitely jinxed him that time, though.
It'd be all right.
Hey, David, what'd you think about that 420 on that little John boat?
That was cool.
I'm working on another video right now where I put the camera on the shaft going back to the prop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it looks pretty neat. He did a stage 1 on that thing too, and put a marine carburetor on it.
Make sure you tell him to get the billet flywheel at least.
Yeah, I will. Because we already we completely removed the governor. He bought it brand new, and we popped the case and went ahead and pulled the governor out. He's got some like heavier valve springs, but I'm not sure if he put them in yet.
He needs to go ahead and do it, because every time that prop comes up out of the water, you're releasing all the pressure, and it's throwing those RPMs wide open.
It is it is definitely work for that motor. I ain't gonna lie, like in and out of the water, both.
Yeah.
Like when he comes out of the water and then puts it back in, you could tell that motor is pushing. You know, you could tell it's putting out torque.
Yeah.
And
tell him to go ahead and get the billet connecting rod. I was looking on ARC's website, about $150 to $160. It's expensive, but
no, he's got the money. He's got the money for sure.
Well, tell him to go ahead and get that stuff and get it on there, because I don't want to see either one of y'all in the hospital from having parts flying out at you.
I agree 100%.
There's nothing worse than, your prop flying up out of the water, and next thing you know, your flywheel's in midair heading at you.
Yep. We've already had similar things happen with Johnny's mower, so I know how bad that could be.
Yeah, it could be really, really bad. We don't need no videos titled "Go-Kart's Gone Bloody." You know what I mean?
Really? Yeah. I agree 100%, David.
Now, when you get that flywheel on there, make sure you set the gap no less than 25, no less than 30 thousandths.
Hold on a second.
Spark plug, 20 spark plug between the flywheel and the pickup coil. You can have it set a little more than that, but nothing less than 30 thousandths.
And that's in between the flywheel and the
coil.
And the coil.
Yeah.
I'm writing this down.
And the reason for that is aluminum, when you spin it, even steel, when you spin it at high RPMs, it has a tendency of growing a little bit.
Huh.
And it will hit the coil, and it'll damage your coil and the flywheel.
I hate to be a D word, but I've never heard that on Redbeard.
Well, there's a whole lot of things you don't hear on a lot of channels.
Huh?
There's a whole lot you don't hear on a lot of channels.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'll vouch for the flywheels growing.
Another thing, since we're on the topic of different things and whatnot, we do have the smallenginenation@gmail.com email account. And one of the things that I'd kind of like to ask the community is to submit some videos about Small Engine Nation and what we do and how to be a part of it and all that to the email, so we can upload those videos onto the Small Engine Nation YouTube account.
Hey, Craig, somebody was asking about how to join Small Engine Nation in my live stream the other day. I forget who it was, though.
I'd like to see some of that information put out there on the Small Engine Nation YouTube channel.
Right.
So anybody who wants to put together a video about Small Engine Nation, we'd be happy to load that on the Small Engine Nation YouTube channel so we can share that out and promote our community.
I'm done welding for one night.
All right, there's the email address. If y'all have a video you want to post on the Small Engine Nation YouTube channel, send the link to the video with written permission to post it on that YouTube site. And keep it family oriented, please. Oh, that would have been hilarious.
Anybody heard from Jay tonight?
No.
I seen him a little earlier today in Hangouts.
The only thing I was looking at earlier today was the back of my eyelids.
Me and you both, David. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I come home from work, I take a nap, man. Driving makes me tired. I don't know how Stacy does it.
Well, the people that don't know how to drive is what keeps them awake.
Or having 5 foot hanging off each side of his trailer.
Yeah, that don't help matters much either. I was driving through town last week, and this little compact car decides he wants to slam on brakes right in front of an 18-wheeler. And I thought to myself, that sardine can cannot get much smaller than that. And then the dummy had enough nerve to sit there and try and chew out the guy driving the rig.
That's what I was saying in my video. Like, my car is small. I steer clear of everybody. I don't care if you're 100,000 pounds or 5,000 pounds. I keep my distance, man. I don't know what people are thinking these days, man. Not only are they driving close like that, but they're on their damn cell phone at the same time.
Yeah.
You driving down the interstate and look out your window and count. I promise you, over or maybe a little under 50% of the people are on their cell phones. It's insane.
It's 75% where I live at, and the biggest majority of them is the police officers.
You're right.
I think that they ought to issue DUIs for cell phone use.
They need to.
I've seen local cops around here driving down the road and have their lock tap open, typing with one hand and driving.
Yeah.
How would you guys feel about me doing a First Amendment audit on my local police station?
I don't know. Can you do it? Is it you're going to get thrown in jail for it?
No, it's impossible. They throw me in jail and I could sue them.
Will you get tased?
That's highly plausible, and I could also sue.
That might be interesting. But hey,
I got it
where
now.
Where the welding socks?
Fish video. Crappie flop.
I'm
Where the
serious,
welding
guys.
socks?
Like, I'm seriously considering it because the cops mess with me so much around here, and I swear they're profiling me because of my little car. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like a car that a 40-year-old dude would drive. But the only reason I drive it is because it gets excellent fuel mileage, and I drive really far.
Well, make sure you get Mrs. Karts recording it when that happens.
I plan on wearing a GoPro. I'm serious. I'm thinking about doing it.
Remember now, if you don't get it on video, it didn't happen.
One of our local cops here left his canine dog in the truck long enough for it to die from heat exhaustion.
What?
Yeah.
He would have went to jail here in Ohio.
No, he still has a job. He still works at the same police station.
He'd have been buried under the jail in my area.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, our town is really known for having horrible cops. Like, they're really dirty. And I've been pulled over a few times and searched, you know, and not even like had proper reason to. They just do it, you know.
Hey, Nate, sounds like you better move to Kansas.
in Ohio here, there's a law. It's called Goddard's law. He was a very famous weather forecaster. Did a lot for the humane societies and stuff. And any abuse of an animal, not a service animal, just any companion animal, can be a felony 1, minimal.
Mm.
So if you leave your dog or cat, whatever, pet, in a car, hot car, you can get arrested for it.
Yeah, it should be there. To me, it's like having a human. I mean, that's a human. That's a life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You sit here and look in my dog's eyes and tell me she ain't got a soul, I'll kick you in your face. That's my baby. I mean, that's a human to me.
Your little baby is well, she's in love with you.
Believe it or not, she got hit by the 420 golf cart tonight.
Oh, what?
Yep. So Trevor went up the road, and I walked down to the edge of the driveway, and I'm like telling him to go by full speed, you know. I'm like, floor it. And he goes to speed up, and he's hauling ass, and here comes my dog from behind me, full damn speed down the driveway, right into the side of the golf cart. I thought she was dead. And Trevor swerved and like went down into the ditch trying to avoid her. If he wouldn't have turned, she would be dead right now. I'm not even joking. Oh, you talk about freaking strung out. I was about to flip out, man.
I bet.
It wasn't Trevor's fault, you know. I told him to do it. She's all right though. She's good.
That's good.
Oh, man.
I'll say, did she get up and bark at him?
No, but she's. I think it caught her like in the shoulder, and it just spun her around and threw her on her butt, and she went running like she didn't know what the hell happened. So I'm like, what do you expect to happen?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what I can never understand about dogs that chase cars. What are they going to do with the car if they catch it?
Yeah.
What are you going to do now? You got it.
They're going to shred it,
like,
Ed. They're going to shred it.
It's like Nate's dog, you know, trying to get the dolphins. What's she going to do with a dolphin? Keep it in the bathtub?
Once she catches the dolphin, what are you going to do with it, dog?
Go for a ride.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, she got a full manicure afterwards. She got a bath, ears cleaned, teeth brushed. So she's good.
I used to have a dog that loved showers. No, I'd have to. It was a walk-in shower. It wasn't even like a bathtub shower. It was a walk-in shower with just a curtain. I would have to shut the bathroom door, or in just like 10 seconds after I was in there, that dog would be in at my feet,
Biting at the water drops.
No, just standing there. Hey, Dad, what's happening? Bath time?
Can you get right behind my ears right here?
I don't know how many times in the mornings I was getting ready for work, and it was a they called it smooth coated retrievers. It looked like a black lab with long hair.
Oh,
And
wow.
I don't know how many times first thing in the morning I'm taking a shower and forget to shut the door, and 10 seconds later I feel something brush up against my leg and look down, and he's standing there soaking wet. It's like, really, I don't have time to dry you off this morning. You know.
Does a doggy shake soak half a house down?
Yep. But he was also the dog that would go out and lay in the middle of my concrete driveway at 90 degrees and get so hot you couldn't touch him, and he wouldn't even be panting, just laying there in the sun.
Huh.
I'm like, you are the strangest dog I have ever met.
Dogs are tough, man. I'll tell you, I thought she was going to at least have her, you know, be dizzy afterwards. She got up and I was cussing her out, and she ran right in the house and hid under the damn kitchen table. And I was freaking out, man. You guys wouldn't believe. It was like my daughter got hit. I'm freaking out, like, are you okay? Are you okay? And you stupid dog, are you okay? But she's all right. That was an episode. That's all I need, you know?
Yeah. Hey, don't holler squirrel anytime soon. She might tilt her head and look at you.
You would have thought somebody called squirrel and she took off. She was gone. I mean, hauling butt at that. She cut it off. You know, she got in front of it enough to catch her like shoulder on the damn front bumper. Trevor, poor Trevor thought he done killed her.
You got headlights on that thing?
He's got one now. He lost one. Today was the first time he's had it out in about 2 months.
Oh, wow. So how's the golf cart law work down in your area? I know it's different everywhere else.
Well, you know, some places around here, you'll see signs that say, you know, golf cart crossings, you know, because we got a lot of like old people trailer parks and stuff.
Yeah.
And they allow golf carts there. And then in my town, it's kind of like cars and cameras. If you get it registered and you got blinkers and you know, you could drive it on the road if it's all registered and everything. But out here, it's like everybody drives anything and whatever will move down the road. I've seen airboats go by my house. I'm not joking. Not joking. We got a lot of airboats around here, and these guys will drive them on the road. It's crazy. I don't think a cop would approve of that, but like we've seen cops out in our go-karts before and mini bikes and stuff, and normally they just keep on going. They don't really mess with us as long as we're on the dirt, you know?
Yeah.
But there's also, I was looking into the laws, and we also have what's it called? You know, the 22.3 R-4 law says that if your vehicle goes if it's under 30 mile an hour speed limit on dirt, and it's not a saddled, there's like all these weird rules. But as far as I can tell, a go-kart's good. I'll have to look it up one day again and show you guys.
Yeah.
But it's like a code or a section or something that says that if it's under 30 and it's under a certain amount of like horsepower or something like that, you're allowed to.
Yeah. Around here where I live at, if it's under 49 cc, you can drive it on the street.
Yeah, I think we got that. That's fine here too.
Well, it's kind of conflicting because, I mean, the right to travel kind of cancels all that out.
Right. The right to travel.
Yeah. That's a federal law. That's, you know, not a state law.
Well, federal trumps all, supposedly.
Well, the federal, it trumps any state law.
Right.
Well,
and state law trumps city or county, right?
Yes.
I think that's backwards. I think state laws trump federal law.
it's the most restrictive law. Is the highest law there is.
Yeah, I think the
A
state's right.
A federal law cannot be less restrict. Yeah, a federal law or a local law can be more restrictive, but it can't be less restrictive. It can't allow something that the federal
Has a limitation
it's
on.
the most restrictive law has the right.
Yeah.
Powerman Garage.
I know you can have vehicles without tags on them. They have to be registered and they have to have insurance, but they don't have to have a tag on it as long as you have that paperwork.
That's another thing with Florida. We get these stickers for off-road vehicles. I don't know how that works either.
And in Ohio, you can get a secondary road law or road sticker for off-road vehicles, but you can't. I don't think you can get them for razors. You can get them for 3-wheelers, 4-wheelers, dirt bikes, all that kind of stuff, but they won't do it for razors.
What's the difference?
I don't know. Maybe the size of the motor. I'm not sure. I just know my buddy tried to get one for his Razor and they wouldn't give him one, but he has them for his four-wheeler.
That's just dope.
I think it's a CC limitation.
Yeah, but his one four-wheeler is like an 800cc motor. It's about the same as what's in his Racer.
The Razor will be safer than the four-wheeler.
Yeah, because they come factory with signal lights on, seat belts, all that stuff.
Well, I think in Pennsylvania you can actually get like a regular license plate for them. You can't run them on a highway, but you can run them on secondary divided line roads.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Sweet.
Honestly, like the big problem around here is the high-powered dirt bikes. That's what the cops hate. Because when those dirt bikes, a cop sees one of those, they try to pull them over and they're gone. You know, they can't catch them. And that's what pisses the cops off for everybody else. You know what I mean? The next guy he sees on a go-kart or a golf cart, getting it.
Yeah. Well, they seem to forget the fastest thing they have is a radio.
This place is huge, though, and we got a lot of empty lots, trails. Like, you can disappear out here.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to explain. I don't know if you've seen that video Johnny put up. No, not Johnny. The one I put up of the dirt bike, the little blue dirt bike. We went way out and found some trails out there that I never knew they were there. They went for miles. It's pretty crazy.
Hey, Twisted.
Yeah.
Catching a lot of reverb. Catching a lot of reverb. Echo.
Reverb?
Yeah.
That help any?
Yeah.
Alright. I got my iPad running through the stereo in my truck. So I can hear it.
Stacy,
Yes, sir.
so you saw my video today, right?
Yeah, the driving one?
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
Well, I was going to tell you something. I've always respected Mack trucks, but since I've met you, dude, I swear I respect them even, like, more. You know what I mean? Like, if they need, I'll look, if I see a head and there's an exit coming up, and I know there's a bunch of cars coming on and he's in the slow lane, I'll switch lanes before I even get close to him. That way he don't even have to think about me being back there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always give them room, man. I love it.
What people
I know they respect me too on the road when they see me do that.
What people don't understand is at 80,000 pounds, 70 miles an hour, it takes me over half a mile to stop.
Yep. I never like pull in front of them. I always give them tons of room before I get over, just in case. But yeah, I definitely respect them a lot more, man.
Well, you know, years ago, it was the four-wheelers that, would get up beside us and whip over in front of us and stuff. Hell, now with all these youngsters coming out of J.B. Hunt and C.R. England and Swift. Hell, the truck drivers are as bad as the four-wheelers anymore.
Going in the house, guys. Y'all have a good stream. I'll be in the chat.
All right,
All right,
brother.
have a good night, Nate.
Later, fellas.
All right, Peter, thanks for joining us, brother.
Anybody else want to come up on the panel? I don't have a good signal, y'all, so I'm doing the best I can.
Oh, come on, Kathy. Come on up on the panel.
Oh, Kathy.
Did I get Justin or Matt or somebody up there?
I don't know. I sent out some invitations. And,
I think Matt went to. Yep.
So I'm not sure where everybody's at. I sent Jay a text message. I don't think I heard back from him. So,
It's a full moon night.
See if Brandon wants to come up.
I can send him an invite.
Y'all get Toolbox up there. We ain't never had Toolbox on the panel.
No.
I can't see thumbs up or how many people's in there, nothing.
I had it. Was it? I don't know where it went. There we go. I see 25 thumbs up.
All right.
You eating your popcorn again?
Always. Coffee and popcorn.
My wife got me some caramel popcorn with sea salt on it.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude, that stuff was good. It was a great big old bag, too, like the size of 3 big potato chip bags. I ate that whole damn thing in one day.
Oh, wow.
It's like crack, ain't it?
Yeah.
Like peanut butter. Mm-hmm.
I like peanut butter, too.
Uh-huh. Give me some of them French fried taters. Mm-hmm.
Chicken and sea duck.
Well, I almost had fried tater toes tonight.
Is that like gator tail? Kind of chewy?
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys again for bailing my ass out again. Huh? I come up in this part of the country knowing I ain't gonna have a signal.
Well, it ain't your fault. You got to get where your load's going.
Well, I get back home. I'll be home till Tuesday of next week, and then I'll load going to Clarksville, Tennessee, and then I'll head back to Houston and either pick up another one going to Clarksville or another one going to Oregon.
Wow. Ah, there he is.
There's Capitan.
How you doing?
How's the bread?
It's delicious, but it's got to sit for a while. They say right in the recipe that it's going to sit for about a day, so we can eat them tomorrow.
Hey, Polly. Hey, Lids.
Polly will come up if he ain't at work.
How you doing, fellas?
I haven't
Polly,
seen much
come
out of
on.
Low Ridley at all this week. I hope he's doing okay.
Who's
So
that?
Lilith just popped in here.
Polly, come on up here and tell us what you got going on. I think you dropped the video. I just hadn't had time to watch it.
So what did y'all have for dinner tonight?
I had pizza and chicken.
Oh,
I ain't had nothing yet.
okay.
There's Marty's chicken tender strips.
Oh yeah. I had me some mac and cheese. Real creamy kind too. Real cheesy, creamy mac and cheese. It was real good. And I overcooked the chicken though. We had chicken fillets, and I overcooked them in the pan. I did some caramelized onions too. I overcooked all that stuff. So when I go to give Crystal her food, I just said, well, I think I overcooked everything. And, well, she enjoyed the mac and cheese, right, honey? She still got lamb legs. She had
Come to think of it, all I've had today was a small bag of chips.
yeah, she had a 2 big heaping helpings of it too. I was like, wow.
See, with the macaroni, I'll take hamburger, grind it up, cook it, and drop it over in macaroni and cheese.
You know, that's what I should have done with the chicken. Chicken Devon, huh? Wow. Oh, too.
Nice.
I might have to make me some Frito pie here in a little while.
Oh man, that sounds.
Just
nice.
watch out for the jalapenos.
Man, look, that video, did y'all see the sweat pouring off of me?
Yeah.
It was the hottest jalapenos I ever got hooked up in my life, man.
That happens.
I'm gonna wind up with about a 900-mile day today.
Woo! Wow.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, chicken and jellyfish, huh?
Might have to make my spaghetti later on.
Now I'm having popcorn.
Oh no, really? I've never heard you eaten popcorn.
Never.
My wife's popcorn eating food.
Our shells and cheese is real good. There you go, Craig. Shells and cheese is real nice. I like that.
If you take the porky beans, mix it in with the hamburger, then mix that in with the macaroni and cheese. Oh, that's good.
Good. Cheeseburger
Hey, what-
macaroni.
I tell you what else is good. Take the macaroni and cheese shells. Make the macaroni and cheese. Put some Rotel rotel in it and then get some spicy sausage and mix up in it. Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
Spicy sausage.
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
I'm going to the meat market tomorrow, and I'm going to get me some smoked chorizo sausage from the grill.
Nice.
Recipes from the garden.
And I'll probably end up getting some bacon cheeseburgers too, or bacon burgers. I'm sorry, there's no cheese in them, just bacon right in the hamburgers.
That's actually good.
Oh yeah, I get them all the time, and they're not bad price. It's $25 for a 5-pound box of quarter-pound burgers.
Oh,
Free.
oh wow. It's pretty
Hi,
good.
Cedric.
Well, I think the food coma might be catching up with me now. I don't want it to. I want to stay awake tonight. I want to watch some more videos. A lot of people have been posting the last couple of days, and
Anybody seen Antonio in here tonight?
I don't know.
No, I haven't seen him.
Oh,
He's not.
There he is.
He's not in the list of participants. Hey, Paulie, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Oh, there it
How you
is.
boys doing?
Good.
Oh, we're doing-
How you doing, Paulie?
I'm doing what I always do.
One stuffed to the gills.
You guys still see me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Doing that Ford hat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Want me to change it?
No, I'm just teasing you, man.
They're
all
big,
good.
big fan. But yeah. So my latest. Can you hear me, Twisted?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my latest is working on that Onan engine, and thank God the kid down the street gave me a donor engine, because that was going to be like a parts engine. Well, it's going to end up being the block that I'm going to use for the FF20. So it's all working out, but yeah. I got 2 videos out that you guys probably have not seen. I just did a thing on my Craftsman toolbox. Craftsman toolbox I bought in 1988.
you're all right. I hadn't seen it yet, but I'm going to.
I think the only thing that I still have from 1988 is
Virginity.
one of them old Snickers bars that hasn't come. I haven't seen that come back out yet.
I got an amp from 1988, and they're still thriving.
Wow.
I have broke every pair of headphones I pretty much ever wore, dude. Forget it. Even if it was somebody else's, I'd be like, oh, damn, really? Come on. I never had any good luck with those headphones, man.
Me neither. I mean, these. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Either taped or melted back together. Mine were my
Yeah.
whole life. Jeepers.
And mine never lasted more than a day or two at most.
No, I've had a couple of pairs that lasted a while, but they all eventually end up looking like polys.
Yeah.
Tape,
So
glue, scorch marks from trying to melt stuff, trying to melt the wires back together with my lighter. Like, solder back on there, damn you.
I didn't get no shorts. I just had breakage.
Oh, man. No, yeah, sometimes the wire just pops right off the solder, and you're like, yeah. Dink.
These are Sony's, but
Oh.
they're old. They're old. But yeah. Hey, so fellas, that Onan engine, it set out in some weather, and I'm telling you, I broke off a lot of bolts on the original engine that was on that machine. But like I said, thank goodness for a donor engine. Just you know,
Yeah, if you
because
bust a bolt on
I'm gonna end up using that block.
if you bust the bolts on a donor, well, yeah, you take what you get. It pretty much it's a donor, whatever.
But the donor, no, the actual engine on the FF20, I broke off like 4 bolts, 1 in the head, 3 in the exhaust. The exhaust is the worst thing to try to remove. And it set out in some weather. But the one I got, the donor engine, they're all loosened up already. But I did break off 1 in the head, which I'm probably going to take to a machine shop, have them remove it.
Yeah,
I guess.
I broke off more than 1 in the head.
What did you break off? A screw?
I don't know, screws, bolts, nuts, freaking washers, freaking other fasteners. I think there's a crack over here somewhere. I don't know. Baseball bats, stop signs, light posts, you name it.
Hey, Paulie, the bolt you broke off in the head would have been real close to the exhaust port.
Nope. It was upper right near, just below the top one and below the intake. Yeah.
Oh, Dave's not here, man.
It may have been my method.
Usually on the flatheads, the ones close to the exhaust port are the ones you break off.
Yeah, thank goodness the exhaust was off of this donor motor. But another thing about the one that was on the FF20 is both. I don't know if you see my video or not, but
it's in my to watch list.
Yeah, so once I got really steaming hot, you could have cooked the egg on it. The other side, I thought that was running great. I took the heads off of that original engine, and the side that got hot, valves are moving great. The other side, where it didn't get hot, they didn't move at all. So it was an abuse of a cylinder, from what I figured. Copy. You see what I'm saying, Paul?
Yeah, I don't know about the Onans, but I know like the brakes. Sometimes they have a really bad habit of running lean in one cylinder.
Well, the valves did not open or close. So I'm thinking of stressing that. I don't know why. The one cylinder that was working was just working too hard and then got too hot.
Yep.
From what I figure. So.
Good night, Cedric. We'll see you, bud.
Night, Cedric.
Hey, Toolbox. No, Dave's not here, man. No, he went out to get the stuff.
But what I'm saying, does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah, if one cylinder wasn't contributing or wasn't getting fuel,
Right.
the other one would work a lot harder, and that.
Well, was it that it wasn't getting fuel, or that it wasn't freaking getting oil, or that
Well,
it wasn't
the
spark?
valves weren't moving. The valves are stuck.
Oh,
Both
that's what you were
valves.
talking about. I'm sorry. I'm like
Yeah.
half here. Sorry.
It's okay, brother. It's okay.
No, I just ate a bunch of really heavy food, so I'm like,
That'll do it.
Hey, Paulie, is the cam okay in that donor motor that had the stuck valves?
So I turned that engine. I turned it around, right? I spun it around, and all the heads. All the pistons and the valves seem to work fine.
Okay, because I say sometimes if a valve gets stuck shut, it will wear the lobe off the cam or break the cam. But
The donor motor is good.
Yeah.
The original motor is the one that was stuck with two valves.
Okay.
Yeah. So the only thing about that donor motor is I think it came from a generator or something like that. So the oil pan, I'm sure it's compatible because the engine the pistons are the same size, and I think it's going to work out. I think it's going to work out really good.
Yeah, good deal.
I'm just wondering if I was to neglect that one head bolt that broke off in the donor motor, could I just still bolt it on there and ignore that one bolt? Or do I have to take it? Do I have to take the machine shop and remove it?
I would probably try to get the bolt out, because if it's not tight, that's going to be a weak spot where that gasket's not going to seal tight.
And that's probably why it broke, because I uneven loosening of the bolts on the head, I guess.
No, because I take them out all the way at one at a time too, but it could have been.
I didn't do that. I did not do that though. I tried to do it as if I was putting them on.
Right.
But I guess I was going to break anyhow.
Right. Yeah, if it was out in the weather and stuff, it could have had a little, rust or whatever down in there, or corrosion. And did it break off flat with the deck?
No, there's a little bit, flat on the block.
Yeah.
It sticks out a little bit. I'm going to try to pry it out still before I take it anywhere. But the one that is on the machine itself, man, the things just snapped. There was no avoiding that. And that one is the one that was in total moisture for years, I guess. But
yeah,
it's cool.
Well, what you might try too to get that bolt out before you take it to the machine shop, if there is a nub sticking up, stick an oversized nut over it and get you and weld it.
Yeah.
And then while it's still hot, soak it down good with penetrating oil. Sometimes that'll draw that penetrating oil in, and then you can just work it a little bit back and forth until it,
not so much dependent on the weld, but you're dependent on that penetrating oil more so.
Yeah, getting it hot,
okay.
Expanding it and contracting it, breaking that rust or corrosion bond in there. just like taking an exhaust manifold bolt out of a head.
Mm-hmm.
You're not trying to get it like super hot, but well, net on there gives you something to turn. But I've had halfway decent good luck doing that. I mean, don't try to back it all the way out. Just kind of work it back and forth a little bit to break it free and work it.
Right. Been there. Yeah. And let me tell you, I'm surprised I got that engine running anyhow. And I give a lot of credit to the Harbor Freight ultrasonic cleaner. And that thing is amazing. And that carb got that thing started with one cylinder. That hasn't started since, I think, 2007, I guess. Because that's the year of the battery that's on there, the sticker on there. I'm guessing, but that thing sat out in the weather big time. The snow and moisture out here, crazy.
Well, my one opposed Briggs I got, it was on a tractor, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, it's a good running motor." Well, I got it home, tractor and all, started it up, and I'm like, "This thing doesn't sound right." Let it run for a couple minutes. One cylinder's ice cold. It had a broken connecting rod on it, and the guy was still mowing grass with it. He never knew it was broke.
Hmm.
You know, it didn't have a miss or anything in it, but the way it broke off right at the crank, and it had pushed the piston up in the cylinder, so it wasn't even coming around and hitting or anything. And you know,
It just stayed at top dead center.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
the
it was opposed, so
thing,
pushed out and just stuck there while this one's going. Holy crap!
and so the thing about this, the original engine that's in the machine itself, it was frozen solid. I mean, I don't want to say solid. It was rusted and stuck. So I had to spin the flywheel to get it loosened up after I poured a bunch of oil and crap inside the spark plug hole. And I finally broke that, popped it, right? But it spun around after that, got it started. I'm pretty impressed with my capabilities, even though I don't know anything.
Hey, everybody has to start somewhere.
Hey, Paulie.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Did you ever think that you're not a dummy?
I'm not, but
Maybe,
you get what I'm saying.
maybe you're big old smarty pants.
I never said dummy. I like lawnmowers for idiots, I guess.
Oh, sleepy. Go to sleep, go-karts. Go to sleep, Nate. We'll catch you another time, buddy. Go on. I'm about to hit the sack pretty soon, too.
Holy doodle.
And good night.
Yeah, that's not
Go to sleep, poor little tater.
Start singing lullabies. I want to fight. I don't want to go to sleep. I'm just like, shut up.
So is Twisted just listening? Is that
The Twisted that's on the panel right now is actually Dave. He's running
Dave.
he's running the live stream for Twisted. Stacy's driving, and he pops in and out when he gets good signal.
Yeah, I heard him on there earlier. He's the one that prompted me to come in. That's gonna not come in tonight.
Yeah. Oh, it's been kind of a nice little quiet evening.
A quiet.
But no, Paul, I know what you're talking about doing that motor. I mean, I've rebuilt hundreds of stock motors, almost to the point that, it's like secondhand. It's like boring almost. When I built my first modified, kind of like Nate in his live stream, when he started that thing up and got excited about it, dude, I was nervous as heck, Not only, I mean, a lot of money involved if that thing goes pop, but, if I had the timing right, if I had the cam in right, because, in the modified motors are all adjustable cams, and, you got to degree them in and everything else. And I'd never degreed a cam in a small engine. I've done cars, but not small engines and stuff. And
cars are easy to buy parts for too.
They
cost more.
Yeah. All right, Nate. You have a good evening, buddy.
Good night, Nate.
Nate, that five horse look good.
But the first time I spun that thing over, even though I'd spun it over by hand hundreds of times just to make sure nothing was hitting or anything, hitting that starter for the first time, I was about ready to pee myself,
So I'm going to take this thing apart a little bit. So I want to put stuff to clean it in Purple Power. Is that okay?
Yeah, just rinse it really, really good
afterwards.
Yeah.
Hey, Mama, how you doing?
Hi, Mama.
How's Doug?
And my mom.
Mama.
The other good cleaner too, Paulie, is Simple Green.
I gotta
Yeah.
ask, Mama, is Doug still ornery?
I concur with you on that. I got the Simple Green heavy duty safe for metals.
Yeah.
That's what I've been using. I was looking for Simple Green D. I don't know what D means, but degreaser. I don't know, but yeah.
I buy the Simple Green stuff at the dollar store and use it.
Well, they say, I don't know what the big issue is with blackening of metals if you got aluminum or whatever, but I just figured.
Well,
I looked for something that said safer metals, so that's
right.
all.
Well, the aluminum turning black, it's actually like a slight acid, and
It's like a pan.
Yeah,
I guess. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. Finish it up. I'm sorry, Paul.
well, but for like cleaning aluminum blocks and stuff like that, the best thing I found is toilet bowl cleaner.
What brand?
Just like the Works or whatever cheap stuff you buy. Just have a garden hose there, pour it on, wait a couple seconds, rinse it off. Just keep doing it over and over again. But I will tell you, if there's any steel next to it, like a steel bolt or something, you let it on too long, it will leave a black mark, what they call a burn mark.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the acid in the toilet bowl cleaner actually eating the steel away and deposited in the porous aluminum.
Huh. Well, hey, I know that if you're cleaning a steel block, cast iron or whatever, oven cleaner works good.
Easy off oven cleaner. Yep.
This is the Onan carburetor. The thing is huge. It's almost like a quadrijet. Not really, but
That is pretty good size.
yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna have to watch that, Mama. Hey, how you doing, Johnson Vlogs? How you doing? Nice to see you. And yeah, that's a big old carburetor. What's that going to now?
that Onan 20 horse,
Oh wow.
and it's the machine has a drive shaft. It's not belt. It's not belt driven. It's a drive shaft. The thing's a beast. I love it.
Hey, Paul, is
Let me see that again.
that kind of big carburetor?
That's a pretty decent sized one. It's got a nice wide throat on it.
The horn is pretty big.
It's almost an inch. It's almost an inch and a quarter.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna put this up to my head. Okay. I got a fat head.
That's my hand. That's the carburetor. But this thing's meant to flow up 10,000 RPMs though.
Why don't you just stick a big old Weber on there?
Or a Holly.
Well,
And some Kragers.
I would switch to like a Mikuni slide, the flat slide style.
Yeah.
But the rules say it has to be a factory style carburetor. It could be a recast, but it has to be a factory style.
Mm.
I could get a 52 or a 56 inch Mikuni.
So if you can pull the butterfly out of there and bore that freaking throat hole bigger.
Well, that's how they limit it, because it has to be a recast.
Yeah.
It has to be the same size. The casting for the original 1.2 inches is just about the maximum you can go before the walls get too thin and it'll actually break.
Oh.
And you can't use epoxy on the outside of the carburetors.
Not even JB Wheel?
Nope.
That's an epoxy.
You can use it on the intake on the intake port, but you're limited to one cubic inch per cylinder. That's how they limit you on how big of the intake.
Wow, there's some
ports
really
and stuff.
specific freaking rules that are very anal.
How do
Apparently.
they check that?
What, the size of the carburetor or the amount you used?
Sealants, epoxies, whatever.
With a magnet, probably.
Yeah. Well, you can weld them up too, but they limit you to a 1 cubic inch area.
Huh.
You know, it's just easier to use like a JB welder or something like that because you can form it and
Yeah.
all that.
So you're pulling competitions. Can you win? What do you win if you win?
On the local level here, basically, it's on the regular weekend polls. It's just bragging rights.
Trophy?
Not so much trophies or ribbons, but I don't take ribbons anymore because I've got cigar boxes full of them.
Yeah.
And but like each club around here, a couple times a year, they'll have what they call a money poll. First 5 places, each class pays back 100% plus donated money. But then on the national level, though, there's big pots. I mean, first place you can walk away with a couple $1,000.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I imagine if you're going to take first place in such competition, you're probably going to need to rebuild your engine anyway, and you're going to need it.
On the national level, you can probably get 7 or 8 poles, 7 or 8 hooks before you should open your motor up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I ran my motor last year. I had probably 30, 35 hooks on it.
Oh, wow.
I pulled the bearings out at the end of the year, the crank bearings, and they were perfectly fine.
Huh. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I change my oil about every other pull. There's 2 hooks per pull, 3 hooks per pull. About every other pull, I'd change my oil.
Hey, Doug, how you doing? Thank you for telling us, Mama.
Tell him we said hey.
David, how are you doing, brother?
Hey, Doug.
Oh, I'm doing.
What's going on? Anything new? You doing? What are you working on? I know you probably already said all that.
Yeah, I'm not really working on much right now. Just waiting on my brother for him to get a clear spot in his schedule to then we get the shingles on.
Dave's still acquiring parts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, remember that picture of the muffler I showed you that I ordered off Wish? The green tip? It come in the mail yesterday.
Oh.
That looked like the picture and stuff?
Yeah. The green on it, I don't know how well that's gonna hold up. But it's pretty nice. Let's see if I can get the old camera fired up here.
Oh, yeah.
Is that aluminum tip on there?
Yeah.
I've seen that.
If it's anodized aluminum, it probably won't last long at color because that aluminum doesn't take heat very well. Colored aluminum doesn't take heat very long.
Yeah. Which is fine with me because, I think it's a 28 millimeter opening. So it's about 1 1/8 almost.
How do you attach? You attach it on the tube end, right? Not the open. The colored end is the exhaust end, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
is the end. Yeah.
What's the diameter on that?
28 millimeter, I believe.
Millimeter. What is it in real life? Maybe.
About 1 1/8, maybe.
Okay.
That would be.
Yeah.
That would be close to 28 millimeter.
Yeah. Let me grab my scale so I can find it here.
Sure, Mama. What you need, baby?
Oh, Blake, I've been working on that video a little bit. I hadn't had a chance to do anything with it in the last couple of days. If I look where it's supposed to be, I would find it. Let's see here.
Oh, sounds like Doug needs somebody to talk to.
It's like 28.4. So 1.11. So just barely over an inch and an eighth.
It wouldn't fit on your Mustang, Kathy.
It would probably fit inside your Mustang exhaust.
Yeah.
Might. It just might. You'd have to have a much bigger one to, make it worth your while. Hey, Ron, what do you say?
Yeah, it's like
Ron.
1.10. About
Right.
8.
Hey, there's Johnson's vlogs in here too. Hello, sir.
The outlet's a little bit small. So 1.05. So about 27 millimeter outlet. So it comes down just a little bit. It's made for restriction reasons. So it's going to be, I don't know which one I'm going to use on the Predator engine I'm going to build, but
Sweet.
not sure exactly which project I'm going to put it on either. I don't know if it's going to be on a mini bike or a mini car.
What Predator? What size Predator?
212. I got a brand new 212 sitting in the living room.
Yeah, let me make a confession.
Okay.
My Wheelhorse Charger 10. I got that original engine running and everything. And I was happy as heck about that. Went back out there to start it like a couple months later during the winter. No start. I'm done with it. I'm gonna put the 212 back on it. A lot of people are gonna hate me when I do a YouTube video. I don't care. I want to be able to ride the thing. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh yeah.
Simple as that. I got a 212. Put it on there, right? What's your thoughts, fellas? I mean, I'm not going to try to sell it. I want to ride it.
Well, what's the original engine?
10 horse Tecumseh.
Okay. You're coming down in CCs on that.
Okay.
But if you build that 212, you'll go up in horsepower.
Or I can just buy an 8 horse, which is actually like a 9 horse or whatever. And
the 301, yeah.
I do have the mower deck. It needs some work, but the guy I got it from, he was offered $300 for the mower deck alone. And I was like, why didn't you take it? He goes, I want to keep it all together. And the stuff's all sitting outside where I got it from. A great guy. I love the guy. But I'm like,
Well-
man, you should have took it.
Yeah. If you really want to up the game on it just a little bit, see if you can squeeze a 420 in there. That way you'll have the electric start.
I don't think it would fit.
Actually, the 420 is not much bigger.
I got the 420. I do have the 420 in the ST16.
Good night, Toolbox.
And you might be right. You might be right. But
You might be down a little bit on quote unquote horsepower, but on that going from a flathead to an overhead valve, it'll even itself out.
Yeah.
well, the thing about that, the Predator engines, they got that crap on there, and you have the carb box and the exhaust box and all that stuff on there. And if I'm gonna buy one, I want to keep it on there. Kind of
Well,
makes sense. And
Yeah.
I don't want to melt the headlights off. So I know you can buy deflectors, which I did with the Resurrected, the ST16.
now you can heat wrap that exhaust.
Yeah.
And you won't have to worry about melting anything.
Right.
This has a lawnmower, but
Yeah.
I did have that 212 on the wheel horse, the Charger 10, and it was fine. If I was in a mow grass, that would be an issue. But yeah, it would be kind of cool to get that original mower deck on that machine. I don't know. I'm not gonna cut no grass with it. I just like the way it looks. I think it looks like a real tractor, but very much smaller, I guess you would say.
Mm.
If it's for your own personal use,
Yeah.
I'd say do it. You're
Yeah,
not
it
putting it
depends.
into
Depends what you
you're not
want to
putting it
use
into
it
a
for.
show. You're not making a show tractor or anything out of it.
No, but I did do a 415 on the hood, and man, it looks pretty spectacular. And I bought new decals and everything. I didn't put them all on because I didn't do it all.
I'll tell you something, Polly.
Yes, sir. I'm waiting.
It's your ride. You do what you need to do. And anybody give you any guff about it,
Can I call you?
you can you can give them what I usually give people.
No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that one. The
That-
salute. I don't want to see your salute.
no. I'm saying you can do that.
Oh,
Man, anybody give me any guff? You know, you got a full license to do that. That's not mine. I don't own that. Come on now. Anybody can use that. You can even use it on me.
God bless you, brother.
I'd rather you use it on yourself. But, you know, I mean, seriously though.
Huh?
About anything, you do what you need to do.
Hey, Paul, you know, I'm a pretty diehard Cub Cadet guy. You know, I like the Cub Cadets and stuff like that.
I didn't
but-
notice.
You wouldn't believe the grief I get or we get when we make these things into pulling tractors and put wheelie bars on them and start chopping them up and putting V-twins on them and stuff like that from the guys that are purists. You know that Cub Cadet, you got to strip that thing down and and make it original. You know that's sacrilegious, cutting them up, putting them into making them into them pulling tractors. It's like, dude, when
I was just messing with them though. I never cared people cut up their stuff, and then that didn't bother me. You
Yeah,
know what bothers me?
Hey,
Dunks.
just
Dunks bother me. That bothers me a lot.
what bothers you?
Dunk is
Dumps.
if you don't know what a dunk is, look up a dunk. Just DONK dunk.
Dunkin' Donuts.
No, dunk. DONK dunk.
donk,
Look up,
badonkadonk.
look up dunk.
But yeah, so Puller. Sorry,
Uh-huh.
Justin. I don't mean to
No, go ahead.
distract from what you're saying. But Puller, so if you're winning, does that matter? I mean, are you winning, or are they just?
Oh,
talking?
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
hell with
But-
them.
But
I
mean,
get
like,
your point, though. I get your point.
you know, I'm talking to guys that, you know, tear them down every nut and bolt and put them all back together and paint them all up really nice and take them to shows. And, you
Well, they
know,
want you to do that
yeah, that's how they feel that these Cub cadets should be treated. And
for a pulling show.
no, just for show tractors. They don't think
Oh.
they don't think they should be used for pulling tractors. You know,
I don't know of any shows out here for that kind of stuff. There is a pulling thing north of here, very kind of north of here, but there's not a whole lot of activity for mower. Us mower guys, I guess, or small engine guys that I know of. Cheers.
but the one guy was getting. I was at a show or an antique tractor show.
Okay.
I was talking to a guy who had, you know, half a dozen or so Cub cadets. And I was telling him, you know, hey, yeah, you know, I got, you know, I've got a few at home, blah blah blah, this, that, the other thing, and you know, I got one. It's a, you know, it's a pulling tractor. It's got a V twin, and he started going off on me about it, and you know, blah blah blah, and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, you do realize that, you know, I can go down the road right here a couple miles, and there's a field of these things sitting. I can buy for $100 a piece. You know, they're not rare. I'm sorry. You know,
That's
now,
right.
There are a couple of the Cubs that I would not cut up. You know, a couple of the, you know, some of the originals, you know, stuff like that. That, you know, there aren't a lot of. But the ones that I'm using, the ones that most of these guys are using, you can pick them up out of a field for $100, $150.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
they're
They-
everywhere.
People don't realize, you know, to hell with them, right? You know,
That's exactly what I tell them.
how about a little patina? I guess you would call it, right? You know.
They probably.
But
Yeah, oh, sir.
then
Yes. Yes, Captain.
How do you feel about the Ford Galaxy?
Galaxy 500.
and I looked up donk. Yes, that is ridiculous.
I found a Ford Galaxy Dunk.
And I didn't know that's what they were called, as donks.
Oh,
I call
think
them
it's-
POSs.
it's a derogatory word, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's a derogatory word for a car that used to be cool, but no longer is.
Well,
There's
let's say the Trans Am used to be cool, and then it wasn't cool. It was too Burt Reynolds like, and then now people say they're cool.
the other
Adam
two things
Sandler killed that frame, that body style, Camaro Trans Am. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Paul.
I say the other two things that I don't understand is, one, why people will squat the back of their pickup trucks, the 4-wheel drives. I don't know if you guys have seen any of them things running around. That's stupid looking as shit.
Yep.
Swap
And then there's squat it. They squat the back end down.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Ghetto.
Yeah,
And
we
then the
got.
other,
I was gonna say we got like 5 of them running around here.
yeah, we got a couple of them around here too. But the other big thing around here is they'll put 4 and 6 inch lift kits on these trucks, put the big like 20-inch, 22-inch rims and low profile tires. I'm
Yeah,
like,
kind of defeats
why?
the purpose.
Yeah.
Because it's not
Yeah.
time for the show, baby.
You pull that 4-wheel drive off in wet grass, you're gonna get stuck.
Yeah.
You know?
Fast boy Craig, how you doing? Or should I say, g'day?
Dude, what, where?
Whichever. Well, you
Good
said
day, mate.
it's a nice day in Australia. Oh.
I went to Australia many times in the U.S. Navy, and I ordered a hamburger, and they said, "Do you want the lot?" I go, "Yeah, give me a lot." Man, they put Spam, They put everything on that hamburger. It was nasty. I'm peeling all that stuff. That was in Perth or Fremantle. I can't remember. But
Later, Blake.
just a little C-store.
Little fried spam actually sounds good.
On a hamburger, no.
No, I'm just talking with some eggs and some taters.
Yeah, those like the stuff that has the luncheon meat with the red stuff in it and the green stuff in it, and pickled
Pimento
luncheon
loaf.
meat.
It's pimento loaf.
Well, the pimento loaf has
A
little
lot.
things in it. There's also pickle and pimento. There's green olive with pimento. There's green olive without pimento. There's pickle loaf, and
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
yeah, any of those. Oh, it's the stuff that's got the green olives with the pimento in them. It's also called Italian loaf.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stuff I don't want to eat. It's just like a mixture of. It's like the church buffet or something. But hey, look, let's see the bottom of that beard.
Oh,
want to see the-
jeez, yeah, buddy.
I want to see the bottom of that beard.
I wouldn't touch the one with the blue cheese in it.
No, when my cheese gets moldy, I throw it away.
Yeah.
Both my brothers love blue cheese. Absolutely not.
I like blue cheese. I like blue cheese.
No. When my food gets moldy, I throw it away.
See the beard?
The bottom of the beard. I can't see the bottom of the beard.
It goes down past my boobs.
Oh, look.
Yep.
It does. It goes
Okay,
down
Paul.
past the man
Paul.
boobs.
I can't see it, bud. I see
about
your Paul. That's good.
It's about a two-fister.
Yeah, I got at least two and a tuft. Oh,
I just trimmed mine the other day.
if I trimmed it, I wouldn't have a tuft anymore.
How long has it grown for either you two? Has it grown any more in the last half year?
Yeah,
Or is there a sticking point?
I haven't found one. No.
No, mine keeps growing. I just keep trimming it off because it gets split ends and stuff in it.
Oh, have either of you had it get caught up in anything?
Yes.
Crystal.
Crystal.
It's got caught on Crystal a bunch of times. Like it'll get if we're hugging or something, it'll get looped on her ear sometimes.
That'd be the lady. That'd be the lady behind you.
Yeah, that one right there.
Okay, Mrs. Captain.
Pink, 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 pink. Just poke it a little bit. Poke, 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 poke. Anyway.
And Fuller, what happened to you, Fuller?
Just recently, I got mine cut up in a cordless drill motor.
Oh,
Yeah, it took a good chunk of hair out on this side over here.
yeah.
It actually stopped the drill. I had to grab the chuck and rotate it backwards to get it out, and there was still hair, like chunks stuck in the drill.
You do know that every human hair is as strong as a copper wire of the same width.
One hair?
Every
David said yes.
each human hair is as strong as a copper wire of the same width.
Yeah, so imagine getting like a quarter-inch thick strand of that wrapped up in the brushes of a cordless drill.
This has got to be a decent size cable. That's got to be a decent size electrical cable right there.
I can tell you right now, you grab a hold of one or two hairs and give them a yank, you'll have a tear in your eye and a heartbeat.
Is it worse than one nose hair?
Yeah, nose hairs are a different animal.
Yeah, I've had people grab a hold of mine and pull on it. It don't hurt. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Strength. You got strength.
Yeah, you just get a couple of hairs now. That's different story altogether.
Ron, come on, buddy.
It's like short hairs, like the short hairs.
Yeah. Well, have somebody walk up behind you and grab like one hair on the back of your arm when you're not paying attention, and let them give it a pull.
No. My friends have the unfortunate habit of doing this disgusting thing. You know, some people look like they got buckwheat in a headlock.
Yeah.
Like armpit hair sticking out. Well, some of my friends have this unfortunate habit of coming along and and I'm like, so I started shaving it. I'm not kidding. I did.
Friends.
I started shaving it. I was like, nope. You ain't
Friends.
gonna get me again. Yeah, friends. Yeah, I know. Nope, you ain't gonna get me again. No way. Mm-mm. No, well, I don't look like I got buckwheat in a headlock. I would look like I have Carrot Top in a headlock because, well, I'm kind of red. My hairs are kind of red here and there. So
Here and there.
Yeah.
Here and there.
Sure. If I go out in the sunlight, if I go outside and get any sun, this turns red or orange.
My skin turns red.
But I stay inside, so you never know as a ginger.
The thing I hate the most is like in the wintertime I wear bibbed Carhartts and the little metal buckles and stuff. Individual hairs will get caught in those, and when you turn your head, it pulls them out.
Ha!
Oh. Yeah, I've got this caught on. I wear a biker jacket, and when I do go outside, in the wintertime, I wear one of them biker jackets. It's got the goofy zipper on it, and I've zipped this thing up and that thing a ton of times, and I go outside, and I'm like, yeah, and I drop something on the ground. I'm like, I go to pick it up, and I'm like, and it's like ripping. I'm like, oh, son of a god.
So the question I got to ask you, Captain,
Yes.
is that like a Harley jacket, or is it like a Japanese crotch rocket jacket?
Well, okay. Mine is modified.
A modified jacket? You can't modify a jacket.
Yeah, I do modifications on leather. That's one of my hobbies. I was actually making a lot of money at it for a while. I was buying jackets, like used leather jackets, and then I would modify them. Like I'd take the zippers off, and then I would put buckles on the front of it, like all down the front. And then I'd give it extra pockets and things, and and then I'd sell them on eBay and get a couple $100.
Oh, there's a twist.
Does your leather jacket say Misfits on the back?
No, mine. No, I'll show you what it says.
There's a great one, the twisted arm.
He's back.
I'm controlled to twisted arm. Do you hear us?
Hang on a minute. I'm trying to get hooked up to Wi-Fi.
Ground control, twisted arm.
Here you go. This is my jacket. And there's my Reaper.
Nice.
Are you okay? Back up a little bit, brother.
That's my Reaper.
Hold on a minute. He's kind of froze on me.
Here's my Welsh flag.
Holy dude.
And here's all the stud work. And Slayer
Nice.
patches. I do all my own stud work. And the back is Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden rocks. I love Iron Maiden. I like Megadeth a
I have
lot.
a Megadeth patch on this sleeve.
Let me see it. Brother. You gotta speak when you're showing it.
Well, you can feature me if you'd like.
Pieces. Oh, I see it. I see that.
I have a lot of different patches on here. I can't really show you everything right now. But yeah, this thing is highly modified. I took the belt off of it. I cinched it in a little bit when I lost a bunch of weight. I bought that jacket when I weighed about 250 pounds.
Yeah.
So I cinched it in, and it's for a man that's more slender than me right now. It's actually kind of tight on me. So no, my jacket does not say Misfits on the back of it, although I have made many that did.
I like it. You know what I wish I could buy? You know what I wish I could buy still? Is the Levi's jean jacket. Because I used to have a bunch of metal patches on that jean jacket. You know, cut off the sleeves, kind of crap, and that kind of stuff. That was the 80s. I would do it today.
Oh yeah.
Capiche?
This is my jean jacket.
Oh, crap. It's not Jordache, is it?
It's Levi. There's a skull patch there. It has a Misfits patch here.
I seen the Misfits warm up for Megadeth.
I have seen the Misfits 3 times. I have a middle finger here. I have a Batman here, and I have.
You might be moving too fast, bro.
I have a Sinclair on my butt.
I don't need to see that tattoo.
And then I have a couple of other patches that are on here that are kind of crass, so I won't share them with small information while I'm filming things going on. You know, it's supposed to be family night. You know, like a more G-rated type stream. You know,
it is in every way.
We're not flipping each other off, and we're not tearing each other up for being civilized. So I'll abstain from showing the rest of the things that are on that jacket.
I love that jacket.
Hey man, you can find really nice deals on denim jackets and leather jackets, including nice trench coats as well, at places like, you know, thrift stores, the Goodwill, Salvation Army and stuff. Last leather trench coat I bought was at a Goodwill, and I paid $30 for it.
Nice.
$30 for a full-length trench coat. And if I wasn't sweating like crazy from putting on the heavy jackets on, I'd go and get it shown to you, but I don't feel like it. I have made thousands of dollars on modifying leather jackets and selling them, making modifications for other people that they pay me to do, stud work, spike work, paint work. I actually paint on leather with paint markers and things. I do extensive modifications on leather jackets. I even give leather jackets that don't have insulation. I give them insulation. The ones that have insulation that people want it to lighten up a little bit, I remove the insulation. I've relined jackets. I've added cuffs. I've taken away cuffs. I've added collars. I've taken away collars. I've added belts. I've taken away belts. I've removed sleeves. I've added sleeves to vests. Done it all.
I've got one of the Pepsi branded leather jackets.
Wow, that's kind of 80s.
Yeah, it actually has a hole in the leather. Where the hole come from, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I've got it.
Go ahead.
I've got it put up somewhere.
You want to repair it?
Sure.
I mean, if it's like letting water in, I mean that's unfortunate. We could repair that. That's not a big deal. It shouldn't be.
It had, I think the zipper might be okay on it. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it in like 2 years.
Okay.
It's kind of buried somewhere.
Oh.
I gotta find it and unbury it.
Yeah. Oh, I do a lot of work on denim as well. denim jackets. I do all the same kind of modifications on denim jackets as well.
Sweet.
I've turned denim jackets into vests. And I'll show you the tool that I use real quick.
I have a really nice Wilson dress leather jacket. I don't think I wanted it studded and stuff. So
This is the
I'll
tool
pass.
that I use to take sleeves off of Levi jackets to turn them into vests.
Wow.
What kind of leather jacket is it? Is it a biker leather or what?
You talking to Polo?
Yeah, polar bears. You said it's a dress leather.
No, it's a dress leather jacket.
Like a bomber or
Comes down
something?
about. No, it's longer than a bomber. It comes down about mid thigh.
Okay.
Well,
More
There's
good.
Mr. Stacy.
Yeah, it's like a $400 and some leather jacket. So
Yeah.
I don't think I want to modify it too much.
Hey Stacy, how you doing?
Oh, I'm hanging in there.
All right then.
He's been working.
Oh yeah. Stacy's always working.
I just parked.
He gets a break once in a while, but
I'll be right back, guys.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, I'm not just a one-party show. I don't just pour plastic skulls in my kitchen. I make coin rings. I work on leather. I work on denim. I sew patches.
Do you make leotards?
Huh?
Leotards?
I don't know, Leah.
Spandex.
No, I used to wear spandex back in the 80s.
I did not.
Wear spandex.
I was like 21. I was 17 in 81.
Okay.
I wore parachute pants, no spandex, no leather pants. I did not, and I would never wear the fake leather pants. Shame on people that did.
I never had fake leather pants. My leather pants were real.
I had the parachute pants and the 3/4 sleeve Ocean Pacific t-shirts.
Oh yeah. Okay. I wore the OP t-shirts. Yeah.
See, back in the early 80s, they had shirts, no sleeves, and they maybe have a zipper going down this way, and it had some like Japanese writing on it, right? And someone says, "What's that say?" I go, "It says made in Japan," which was derogatory back in the day. Made in Japan is not bad.
You're right, not a privilege.
Hey, Hecho and Mexico. Hecho and Mexico, damn it. Welcome back, Ed.
Thank you. Had to make a coffee withdrawal.
Oh yeah.
Trying to figure out what I'm.
Even though it's 12 o'clock at night, I still want a coffee right now.
What do you say, Stacey?
I'm trying to figure out what I want to eat.
What did you eat yesterday?
Huh?
What did you eat? What did you eat yesterday?
Sandwich.
You hardly ate anything, did you, today?
Meatloaf.
I'm at the truck stop at a good restaurant here.
Meatloaf
I
or
think I'm
open
gonna go in
face.
and eat.
Meatloaf or open face turkey dinner.
Ooh.
Hey, if you ever get the chance to stop at a Flying J truck stop and go in there, they have the little deli counter there. either a Flying J or a Pilot, and they have meatloaf in there, get it. That's the best meatloaf you will ever eat in your life.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I vote country fried steak and eggs.
Ugh. Country fried steaks. It's good, but it's a shit bomb. Really. Excuse my language.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah, you can't say shit in here, damn it.
Poop bomb.
I try to clean it up for your stream, bud. I try. I'm not perfect. I try.
Well, before I get banned, I'm gonna have to get going. Really, I gotta get going.
All right, buddy.
All right, Polly.
Hey, love you guys.
All right, later,
All
Polly.
right, Paul.
Love you guys. Okay.
Just
Until next time.
Take care, Paul.
Stacy. Love you, bro. And I'll talk to you all. I'll
Let's
talk
do
to you all
it,
soon. All right.
Good night, bud.
We'll see y'all. Or see you, Paulie. I got food on my mind now.
Oh yeah, I know you do.
The one little restaurant I go to for breakfast, they have homemade country fried steak.
Oh man,
That sounds good.
there are fewer and fewer mom and pop restaurants around. You know, just like little single, you know, just restaurants. You know, where people just cook some down home food, good. You know, and it's not this chain stuff or frozen or nothing. They cook whatever you order. You know, give me a country fried steak, a pile of potatoes and a mess of greens, and there it comes on your plate, and you eat it, and you're satisfied. You tip your waitress, and you know you have a nice day. You know, it's not a big deal. You know.
Well, I've ordered this enough times, and they know how I like to eat it. Usually, when it comes out, you know, if anybody else orders it, you know, the country fried steak's here, the potatoes are over here, the eggs are here. Not mine. Potatoes on the bottom, the country fried steak's on top, 2 dippy fried eggs, everything covered in sausage gravy.
Oh yeah, that sounds
Nice.
That sounds real nice.
They watch me put it together so many times. The waitress that waits on me usually, she goes, "Do you want me just to have her, you know, put it?" I'm like, "Yeah, please, just stack it up. That's how I'm going to eat it anyways." You know.
Yeah. You know what I had?
The other thing.
You know, my breakfast yesterday. I had to have this because I got it in my mind, and I said, you know, now that I thought of it, I have to have it. So I made it, and I stand by it because it was good. I had to have me some French toast with some fried egg, like runny egg, like dip egg, you know.
Yeah.
And I had that, the French toast on top, like the egg on top of the French toast.
Oh yeah.
I thought of it, and I had to have it. I had to go for it. I'm like, I need this. I need it.
Put you a little bit of grape jelly on it.
Nope, I didn't need it. I didn't even need it. I shook some cinnamon on it while I was cooking it, and it was fine. I didn't even need syrup. Nothing. Just fried egg on French toast. Oh, good.
Well, the other thing I order from them is a sausage and egg sandwich on sourdough.
Okay.
And they'll put it on the, you know, they'll fry potatoes, and they'll set that sandwich on top of that potatoes, and cover it in sausage gravy.
Oh.
And they make the eggs dippy and everything. So like when you're cutting into it, you know, you get the bread and the sausage and the cheese and the, you know, all that with potato. Oh yeah.
I ate just a little while ago. Now I'm hungry again. Thank y'all.
You're welcome.
There's a problem though. Nobody around here has sausage gravy at this time of the morning.
See you, Stacy. Thanks for having us, buddy. He can't. I read the chat. He can't keep a signal right now, so he's saying goodnight.
Yeah. The other thing
He's
I
had a
got
rough week anyway, so
Huh?
he's had a hell of a rough week anyway.
Oh yeah. He got a little.
And he's going to turn right back around and do it again next week.
Probably.
The other thing I almost have him talked into making, and I make it at home. I call it griddle gravy, but it's basically sausage gravy, and it's got bacon and ham diced up in it too. You know, all three meats all in that gravy, and it's awesome. You know.
So your diet consists largely of sausage and gravy.
On the weekends, yeah. On the weekends, yeah.
Yeah. Don't tell me for the rest of the week you're eating freaking like oats and spinach, right?
No, I try to eat pretty healthy during the week. I mean,
Is that the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, Justin?
No, the guy standing there with the yellow jacket on is a Sports Illustrated photographer.
Yeah, and then it's a whale next to him. So is it like the swimsuit edition?
Yeah.
That's the conclusion you're supposed to draw. Yes. It's a poke at the kind of photography that's been showing up lately. So I'm like, all right, here we go. I got something for you. Click, 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 click.
Yeah, I just seen Pull Bear
Too long to find that.
picture on there too.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a Sports Illustrated photographer.
For a big fish, it's not a bad looking fish. I'm just saying.
have you guys ever?
That kind of animal is the state animal of Connecticut. Did you know that?
I did not know that. But
That particular whale is called the sperm whale. The sperm whale is the state animal of Connecticut. This is the whaler state.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it had anything to do with whaling back in the day, you can be sure Connecticut had something to do with it. Our hockey team was the only professional sports team to ever come out of Connecticut, and it was called the Whalers.
Oh, wow.
Come on, man. Nobody remembers the Hartford Whalers?
Nope.
Never heard of it.
Well, you didn't
I've heard of
follow
them.
hockey then, did you?
Well, yeah.
Probably
I'm not much into sports like I used to be.
Well,
I never got much into sports.
no, I never really got. I never got into sports either. But everybody I knew was into sports because, well, everybody else was normal, supposedly. So, yeah, football, hockey, baseball, basketball. Even some people even got into soccer, or what the rest of the world calls football. So, yeah, I mean, really, I don't know. I'm going to get interested in or excited in any kind of sport. It'd be like Olympic curling, maybe.
I heard they were trying to get rid of that one. The curling, because of
Why would they ever try to get rid of curling?
Well, I mean, they're running out of the granite to make them.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, the entire freaking crust of our planet is made up of granite.
I know, but that's what I heard.
Oh, the particular type of granite. Get out of here. Granite's granite. Come on, man.
Yeah.
No, I know. Granite.
No, actually, there's different densities of granite. There is a specific one to use for curling.
You're dense.
I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I know there's different types of granite. I'm just messing around. But I'm saying, like, Seriously? They're running out of this special type of freaking granite to make curling weights?
Yeah.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Well, I mean, we are talking about Olympics, so yeah.
What do they got to freaking make new ones every year or something? Why can't they just freaking be like, okay, this is the Olympic set of curling weights. Use these. These are the official ones that the Olympics owns. Let's bring them with us wherever we go for curling competitions.
Then they can't charge more money for the tickets.
Come on.
They gotta have everything brand new, so they charge more money for it.
Yeah, I mean, well, what the hell? Do they really have to make new ones every time they have an Olympics?
But that would be like, everybody using the same snowboard.
No, that's not the same thing. The density of a weight does not change from year to year. The weight of a weight does not change from year to year unless you break it. God, never mind. Jeez.
That's it. We're all just gonna have to get our own Jamaican bobsled.
You're making me crazy here, bud. You're making me crazy. That's it. Come on.
And all the runners have to use the same shoes.
Coffee!
Oh.
Oh, it's delicious too. Thank you, Bunny.
Yeah, the same wooden
Thank you,
cloth.
Bunny. Yeah, and all the runners have to wear the same underwear too, right?
I was thinking more of the cups, but
No, not the runners, the wrestlers. There you go. They all gotta wear they all gotta share onesies.
yeah.
Oh my god. So anyway, no, really, man, come on. It's like you go into a gym and everybody uses the same damn weights. You don't bring your weights from home and use them at a gym. Well, why would you freaking bring your curling weights to freaking skate on the to freaking push along the ice? Why? I mean, no, you're going to use regulation stuff. Why wouldn't you use the tools that are provided by the Olympics? I mean, I could see how, the pole vaulting poles, they get pretty badly abused because them poles like they flex, In a javelin, I mean, that's a projectile. That thing's gonna get damaged. Sure. Even a shot put or something, or a discus or whatever. I mean, all them original freaking like Olympic sports, all that stuff's gonna take some damage. But a curling weight? What does the bottom wear down from the skating on the ice?
They bump them
into one another.
They even have those little freaking scrapers to make the ice smooth in front of it. Come on. Oh, anyway, I'm just saying. Oh my god.
And all the NASCAR drivers have to drive in the same car, like a clown car.
Oh my goodness.
It's the guy that sticks his nose out the furthest over the starting line and wins.
So no. See, that right there, you have to earn your way into NASCAR, very similar to the way that you have to earn your way into the freaking Olympics. But come on now. Come on. All the cars in NASCAR have the same body shape now. The only thing that's different is the freaking name and the freaking stickers on the freaking car. Come on.
Yep.
You get to do very little freaking, like, you get to do the mechanics on your own freaking vehicle, but they got to be the same as everybody else's. Yep. Okay, you've got a Ford engine, but it has to have similar horsepower, and it has to have similar freaking, this and that, and they all have to be very similar. Okay, this one's a Pontiac, this one's a Chevy, this one's a freaking, Toyota, this one's a Dodge. Okay, well, whatever. This one's a Daimler, this one's a freaking Fiat. Okay, who cares? I know that those car companies aren't in there, but just for example, what if they decided to join freaking NASCAR and just decided to throw their hat in the ring and freaking and race? but they would still have to follow the guidelines that everybody else follows. That's all I'm saying. It's just like freaking curling competitions. They all have to use the same equipment. They all have to use the same type of equipment at least. Okay, this one's got, Sven, emblazoned on it. And this one's got freaking Harold, because he's from Canada. Or, no, sorry, Justin. Yeah, that's a nice Canadian name, Justin. Anyway. There's so many people in Canada named Justin. That's like as common as Stephen down here or Michael. Yeah, there's that many Justins up there. It's crazy. Their prime minister's named Justin. There.
Yep. It's probably one they've tossed around for a while, so I don't know if they're going to take it out, when they're going to take it out, or if. But, I mean, it'd be one to investigate.
It's not the most popular sport on the planet. No.
No.
And I can imagine that, yes, they could save themselves, a decent amount of money if they exclude certain obscure sports that, don't bring as much freaking view time, to the programming. Personally, I don't watch the Olympics anymore because I don't watch TV. I'm not really interested in anything that's going on TV.
No.
I haven't had a TV in my home in over 7 years. So
well, the only thing I use a TV for is a computer monitor.
I don't even use that.
So, I mean,
My computer monitor is actually a computer monitor now. I did use a TV as one, but I didn't have it hooked up to cable or anything. And I haven't paid for cable in over 7 years. I just haven't. That's all.
One thing I don't pay for is cable TV. There's, no need in me having it because everything that I like watching is either on YouTube or different places on the internet.
Yeah.
I haven't watched TV, sit down and actually watch TV in over 14 years.
I'll watch it with somebody else at their house. Sure. Other people, I go over their house and the TV's just on. I'm like, what? What the hell?
They have it on for the noise.
Oh, okay. Even when I'm doing stuff in my house, sometimes I have music playing on my computer or something, or I'll turn on one of y'all's videos and watch it. Watch that. No, I'm just listening to what you're saying because you're not really doing anything. You're not really doing any work. You're talking about the work you're going to do or the work that you did. And you're showing it and stuff. And I run over once in a while. I'm like, oh, that's what that looks like. Okay. And I go back and doing what I'm doing, but I'm saying it's not just to keep me company or anything or to keep, to freaking, because I'm used to it being in the background. Personally, I'd rather, just have either silence or I'd rather talk to somebody. Actually, I'd rather hang out with somebody, tell them what I'm doing, but I can't live stream all the time because my phone won't carry a signal. It's just a crappy phone. So whatever. And I haven't figured out a way to get this computer that way. I just haven't figured out a way to, to get the camera over to the table, or I would live stream some of my stuff that I do.
Have you thought about the Raspberry Pi computers?
Huh?
They're a low power computer. It's, basically a single board computer. You can hook up mouse, keyboard, camera to, and use it as a regular computer.
Oh, them little tiny box ones?
Yes.
Okay. It's like the size of a brick, maybe. Give or take.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, they run on 5 volt.
Yeah, I've seen them things. It's kind of like an iMac almost.
Yeah, they're about
Along the same
$30
principle.
to $50.
Yeah, it's along the same principle as an iMac. Well, look,
Yeah.
I like having a nice PC, and I mean, I wouldn't turn my nose up at a computer like that necessarily, but I just simply don't have any extra money to go running off and doing that. If I'm going to buy supplies to continue my hobby, I can't just pause and say, "Oh yeah, let me buy this computer real quick." I got bigger fish to fry anyway. My computer works for now, not very well, but it works, kind of, kind of. So for the most part, it's operating, and it'll have to function or not function. If it breaks down, it breaks down, whatever, until such time as I move out.
Yeah. What I was saying about those is you can have that set up as a tabletop streamer
Oh yeah, that would be cool. That'd
Yeah.
be pretty decent.
because it's not very big. It's a very small footprint, and you can mount it to the back of a small screen and set it up on your table, and it'd be completely out of the way.
Right. I was thinking about just going and getting like a tablet or something. I mean, can you live stream from a tablet?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you needed something like a phone to do that from or whatever, but I don't know. I was thinking maybe I ought to go get like a phone that costs more than like $45. One that's like slightly better. Maybe it'll carry a better signal, but I doubt it because Crystal has issues with the signal on her tablet from time to time, right, Bunny? Yeah. So I mean, it's just it's a combination of the inadequate technology and the willfully inferior signal we're getting here. So
Yeah.
I'll figure it out eventually, But I'll tell you, man, I'd like for things to happen quicker, just so I have more time to enjoy things.
Oh yeah.
Less time struggling, more time enjoying. That doesn't seem like too tall of an order, does it?
No.
But yeah, it's like almost unheard of for me. So whatever. You're the only one typing. There's 6 people watching. I know nobody else is typing. Yes, I get it. Just you. I'm just messing around, Kathy.
There's 4 people on the panel, so that's 4 people watching. Kathy is 5. Who's the 6th?
Let's see. The participants are Captain Jerk, Kathy Durbin, Polar Bear, and Twisted Art Racing. That's it.
Not Craig Durbin?
He's there.
The participants are Captain Jerk, Kathy Durbin, Polar Bear Ed, and Twisted Art Racing. Okay?
Huh.
Those are the people that are participating in the chat. When it says participants up in the corner, that's all you get.
Huh.
You only get who's participating in the chat. Oh, low lid.
Yep.
Well, let's go hang.
There you go. Thanks for coming in, bud. That's cool. He's listening, hanging. That's cool. And not everybody that comes in to watch is going to participate in the chat. I don't always participate in the chat. Sometimes I sit around and watch y'all freaking just chat with each other. I'm just like, I just watch y'all. I don't bother commenting or freaking participating in the chat because I just don't feel like it. Seems kind of creepy, doesn't it? But no, it's not. It means some people don't want to participate in the chat. It's not good.
Most of the time, if I'm in other live chats and not on a panel, the chat's going by so fast, I'm just sitting there watching anything anyways.
Yeah, it depends on the chat. Yeah, sometimes it's like.
Well, I'm dyslexic, so I read slow anyways, and when the shit's blowing by, it's like, yeah.
I'm not dyslexic, but I read damn slow too, man. I really do. Like I read the same speed I talk. That's terrible, right?
Well, a lot of times I can talk a lot faster than I can read, but when it gets really bad, it's my handwriting. When my mind gets going, dude, my handwriting gets so awful. Sometimes I can't read it.
I read the same line like a half a dozen times sometimes or more. Like, am I reading that right? Like Kathy Durbin. So me and Lowlid. Who was the other four? Wait, no. So me and Lowlid. Who? So me and Lowlid. So me, Kathy Durbin. Like that's how my mind reads. I'm not even kidding, dude. It's like it gets infuriating sometimes because I read the same sentence like a dozen times. I'm like,
Yeah.
But yeah, anxiety is a pain in the butt. Definitely nerve-wracking sometimes.
Hey, Crystal, when you get out with those dishes, you can come do mine, dear.
You know, she's done the dishes like 3 times today. She did the dishes. She went to the store. She did laundry.
That's a busy girl right there.
I cooked the food, though. I cooked the food.
That's a pretty good trade-off.
You good night, Kathy. No, I cooked. I cooked the food. I did a little bit of dishes here and there. I baked a bunch of muffins. Oh, I didn't show you all my muffins. I didn't show you all my muffins. Yes, I'm domesticated. Shut up.
No, the girl that does the house cleaning and stuff for me, she's supposed to be here tomorrow. So
Nice.
I made 3 dozen.
3 dozen?
It's a full recipe. Look.
Ooh.
We ate a bunch of them already.
Wait, chocolate muffins?
No, these are pumpkin.
The who?
Pumpkin.
Oh.
These are pumpkin muffins. They're kind of dark, yeah, but they smell wonderful.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, my goodness. They're going to be even better tomorrow. They say let them rest for a day. After you bake them, let them rest for an entire day. And then eat them, tomorrow. So, like, we ate a bunch already, and they were delicious, but no, I'm going to let these rest, and I'm going to eat them tomorrow.
See, me, I would have the cream cheese icing to go on it.
hey, Justin.
I don't have any.
Hey, Justin.
What?
It is tomorrow for us.
Yeah.
No, I mean like a 24-hour tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to find a loophole in the.
I understand, but no, they said let them rest, and I can already tell that these smell a little bit nicer. I didn't think it was possible, but they actually smell a little bit nicer than they did earlier today. So I'm going to let them rest, and we'll see tomorrow. Around dinner time tomorrow, I get to eat these things with gusto, and I'm probably going to end up eating these and ignoring my dinner.
Uh-huh.
I'm not even kidding, man. I'll stuff myself silly with these things. I'll eat half of this box. I'm a pig. I don't care. There's a reason I weigh 240 pounds. Come on now. You see, the fat guy hugging his box of muffins.
See, I'd love to be hugging a box of peanut butter fudge right about now.
I'd love to be hugging a box of peanut butter or anything. Cheapers. And I ate a big dinner too.
Oh. Hanging around y'all, I just wind up hungry all the time.
Okay.
And I blame Puller for this one. And I'm gonna blame Justin for the eye candy in those little containers.
Hey, you blamed the chicken strips on me already. You gonna do this one on me too?
I pull out the big huge freaking. This is the biggest plastic containers I own besides like totes.
See, that's just not right. Yeah, I'm gonna blame you, Puller. 'Cause I didn't get to blame you last time when I had to go out and buy pizza. But I will say this: she was cute.
I was say when you had to go out or when the cute girl come. Because I'll take the blame from when the cute one come.
Yeah. You'll have to take the blame for that one. Yeah.
You got to be thanking me, not blaming me.
Well, I mean, yeah. Kind of wished I could like participate in her like getting her hair done. You got a couple of hairs out of place here. Let me help. Oh man, what a night!
I'm not sorry. I'm kind of floating off. I think I'm gonna go to bed soon.
Yeah, we know what you're gonna be dreaming about.
Nothing. I don't dream.
You're gonna be waiting to eat that bread tomorrow. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about the bread. I'm just not. I don't dream.
Uh-oh. Georgie.
Somebody's woke the church.
Hello? You say hello?
Pete. Pete tweet.
Holly want a muffin. He don't want no cracker.
Maybe my cleaning lady will bring me some banana bread again tomorrow.
You hear the birdie, Karen?
See, y'all keep talking about food.
You gonna show us the birdie?
I would like to, but they don't want to come out of their cage or being grouchy little pets. I don't know what their thing is.
I was gonna show Crystal the birdie. She likes birds.
I don't know
I
if
just
Georgie- I don't know if I can get Georgie to behave long enough to put him on camera. We'll see.
I can show you what I do. Mean yard birds.
I just don't want to be
I got some yard birds in the refrigerator.
Okay, Crystal. Look at
I
him.
think I got like maybe 3.
Birdie. Birdie there. Hang on.
I think I got like 3 or 4 strips left.
He is.
I got you presented.
I try to get him out of the cage and they throw fit.
Oh, he's got both of them on his hand. Look.
Yeah,
Look at him.
that's Georgie.
Hi, Georgie. How you doing, buddy? Yeah,
That's
it's probably their nap time anyway. It's probably time to go to bed for them.
Are you gonna say nice? Say hello. You say hello? No. You just gonna be mad? Yeah. Grouchy bird.
It happens. I know.
Grouchy bird.
I've lived with birds. I've trained birds. Well, tried to train them. Train them to stay stuff. Train them to, freaking go back to their cage and stuff. I don't
There are
know.
moments where they'll be rough.
I don't-
There are moments where they just don't want anything to do with anybody.
Yeah, well, they've got personalities, just like any other creature, you know. They, I don't remember a lot of like trying to train birds sometimes because it, well, usually involved, you know, altered state of consciousness, I guess you could say. The strange things we get into when we're not paying full attention. Oh man, that's putting it mildly. Just saying. What's the other one's name?
This is Georgie. The other one's Sassy.
Sassy. Okay, Sassy. That's the yeller one.
Yeah. This one's got yellow on top of his head, but he won't ever come out and be still enough so you can see it.
I thought you had a green one.
We did. He died.
I'm sorry.
So we replaced him with this one.
Okay.
Probably the most docile. If you look at his belly, he looks like clouds in the sky. He's all white and blue on the bottom.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he has just a touch of yellow on the top of his head. I
My,
don't know if I can behave long enough for you can see his belly.
yeah, he's a good bird.
There he goes.
Hit, 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 hit.
He said, "I
They're
want."
going back to the playground area, which is kind of unique. They've got like the area in front of our TV is all their jungle gym. So they've got like 6 different toys that they play on, and then they have a bathtub, but they won't bathe in it, so it's got food in it.
Do you give him do you put him in the shower once in a while?
No,
No.
they don't like the tub.
Oh, well, do
It'd be
you
bloody murder when you put them in the tub.
bring him outside and give him a spray once in a while?
No,
No. Oh.
no. They've got a water dish that they play in.
Oh, okay.
And every once in a while, Kathy will put a bowl down on the floor with water in it, and they get in it, and they squawk because they get stuck.
Yeah.
So they have to figure out a way to climb out. But they like to climb, and they
Give him,
don't fly unless they're forced to.
give him a
So
couple of little wood blocks or something. They'll use those as a step, maybe.
yeah, they like steps and they like ladders. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All the birdies like ladders.
Shoots and
and the
ladders.
pigs, they can't keep all their food in one spot. They've got to spread it all over the floor.
Or they like the there's some birds that they think it's a they think it's a blast. I used to see it all the time. It was a piece of rope that had a bunch of like washers like knotted into it.
Yeah,
And it was kind of like a goofy ladder that the birds can climb up inside their cage. Or sometimes it just had like wooden beads, like every so often, like there'd be a wood bead that was like tied, like knotted in there, and they would use that as a ladder. And sometimes the ones with the washers, you see the bird on the middle of it, just like whipping around, freaking like laughing. It's like
they've got one of those toy things, but they don't like to play with it.
freaking bird just going nuts. I'm like, what the? Okay. No, I've seen some birds do some really nutty stuff. So, oh, there they are, chasing each other around.
My ex-wife's bird had a rope thing in it, and it would actually pull the little strings out of the rope.
Yep.
It would chew on it till it broke them off. It wouldn't like nest with them or eat them or anything. It just pull them out.
Yep. I've seen stuff like that. Yep. One thing to keep them busy, I noticed it was real popular way back. I don't know if it's still popular now. Was that stick that had all the seed on it, and it was like candied. You know, it was like this sweet sticky stuff that would stick all the seed to it, and then it would harden. Yeah, there you go. Them things they keep the bird freaking busy for hours. Hell yeah, man. Those things are great. That's a little different than the ones I used to see, but yeah, the same concept.
Does that look like a bud?
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah, not gonna lie, it did.
Yeah.
You see them? You see the birds? They're like playing. And stuff.
Look,
They got like a whole freaking like
Playground.
like a whole circus for 'em. Oh yeah. Look at him, Bunny. Look at him.
there comes Sassy. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yep. My grandmother had lots of birds. I know a lot of people have had a lot of birds over the years. How many birds you got? Just the 2?
Yep.
Okay.
That's enough.
Well, some people go a little overboard and they get like a dozen or so.
Here, Georgie. Come on.
My grandmother converted an entire room in her house into
Birdcage.
a bird museum. There was like a ton of birds, a pair of cockatoos, a pair of lovebirds, a pair of parrotlets, a pair of cockatiels. Man, she had a dove with all that. And something else too that I don't remember. She had pairs of birds and parakeets and things, and it was just ridiculous. So yeah, and I had to feed them all when I was living there. I had to feed all the freaking birds on the inside, and then I had to go outside and feed the chickens and the geese. Oh, and if the ducks were around, they got some too. And then there was also a cage that was built on the side of the barn for the peacocks. Yeah. She was a bit birdie.
My computer decided to restart without me.
Yeah, mine does that occasionally. I have to go down here and check it once in a while, make sure it's not updating itself, because it'll restart automatically if I don't catch it. It doesn't ask me anymore. It just does it. I'm like, bastard.
Yep. Unfortunately, Windows could be that way.
I was watching that video. The last time it did it though, okay. When it started itself and the desktop came back up, the video started playing right where it left off. That was cool.
Yep. It would be
That does
cool.
not always happen. Doesn't always happen, but it did that time, and that was really cool. That was
my laptop does a weird thing. Like tonight, when I get done with chat and stuff, I'll close all the windows out.
Mhm.
But when I shut my computer off, and like tomorrow, if I boot it back up and bring Chrome back up, it'll come back to this chat and come back to this Google Hangout.
Really?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
And there's times on my cell phone, like I'll get out of the live chat and stuff, but my phone thinks I'm still in it. It said I was in a Hangout video or Hangout chat for like 18 hours.
Yeah. Once in a while, it just doesn't register that you shut it down or whatever, or that you hung up or whatever. That's happened to me more than a couple dozen times over the years. But then again, I've been on Hangouts for a while now, so.
Well, there's been a couple of times I get up in the morning and Craig and Jay, and then they'll say that they're in a call.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, hey, I'm going to say hi. I'll bring it up and I'll click on it, and it says this call ended at
Yeah, that happened
2 hours ago.
That happened to me a few weeks ago. Yeah.
I'm like, you
Unfortunately, I
bastard.
get those like it too.
Yeah. Google is far from perfect, and well,
Yeah, but I wanted to say hi.
sometimes you get to. Sometimes they're really in there. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
Google's just messing with you.
There's been a couple times I get up in the morning, look at my phone. It's like, oh, okay, they're on a call. I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee and come back. Just as I grab my cup of coffee and sit back down, it's like call ended.
Yep, that happens to me. Yep, no doubt.
Thanks,
Yep.
thanks, guys.
That never happens.
Did you know I was coming?
Or I like this one. I'll come on Hangouts and I'm like, oh wow, there's a call already on, but there's only one person in it, and I'm like, and I click on it. I'm like, how you doing? And it's only, and I didn't even notice that it was only one person on there, and they're like, oh, hey Justin. I'm like, you in here by yourself? Yeah, I just called. I'm like, creepy. It's like I come on and like bang, there's a call right there. I'm like, come on, really? Okay.
It happens.
Yeah.
I believe it's happened with me. It's happened with Jay.
Oh yeah, no doubt. You both
Once in a while, those
surprised
all
me.
by himself in the small donation box.
Yep, both of you surprised me a couple times already each.
Just like, God, don't do that to me, man.
Well, the real funny thing is I'll be at work and I'll see Craig put out a call and Jay will be in there and I'm like, damn, I want to talk to you guys, but I'm at work. My boss would kill me.
Was your boss standing right there sometimes?
Nobody walks through a lot.
Oh, well.
And I had my tablet with me at work one day and had it in its holder and just had a YouTube video playing in the background. And he's like, we can't have you, playing YouTube video or watching YouTube videos at work. I'm like, well, I'm not really watching it. It's behind me and I'm just listening to it. Well, if anybody comes through there, they think you're sitting there watching it.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
Yep. You were saying something about that before. Yeah. It's
right.
It's the same thing, like some places they'll let you listen to music and some won't, But some places consider it a distraction or whatever.
Well, he tried to stop me from streaming Pandora. And I said, okay, no problem. So I took my headphones in the next day and put my headphones on. He's like, well, you can't wear headphones at work. I said, well, when you stop everybody else from wearing them that are out riding mowers and stuff, then I'll stop wearing mine. It's either that or I, stream it and I listen to it without my headphones on. Your choice. So now I stream Pandora.
That's it. We got a little small engine on Pandora.
I just have to be conscious of what I'm listening to.
Oh, we'll just add stuff.
Go ahead.
We'll add small information videos to Pandora.
Well, they don't want you listening to Cannibal Corpse and Slayer.
Yeah.
Do you side?
They asked me to take Eminem out of my SKU. So
what?
Yeah.
Profanity.
Oh yeah.
Right. Well, the one lady that runs the mail room up front, she come walking through she didn't say anything to me, and honestly, I don't pay attention to it. It's background noise for me.
Right.
But Eminem was on, and he was talking about his genitals and what women do to his genitals and stuff like that. And she said she didn't complain about it, but she was talking to somebody else about it, and my boss come into the conversation, and he come back and said, "Hey, look, she's not going to make a complaint or anything about it, but you really ought to, And I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry." So
There you go.
There goes the freedom of speech.
It's not free. You got to pay for it once in a while.
yeah. Well, we're not allowed having the girly calendars hang up anymore either.
I'm not going to pay for cable ever again. I'm not doing it.
Well, I'm limited on what radio stations I can get in and on my shop because it's a steel building, and I can't pick up like normal radio stations.
Most radio stations have an app for that now, Ed.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like listening to this. I don't like, but also most of your radio stations have a playlist that repeats every like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So then you're listening to the same
3 times an hour. Or...
Yeah. I don't like I don't bother listening to the radio anymore because it is like the same recorded tape and they play it every damn day. And I'm like,
welcome to Walmart music.
I get the whole thing with Walmart music. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I noticed that even though I've never worked at Walmart, I'm well aware that they have that thing where they got the tape. And, it's not streaming music where it's like requests and things like that. And, it's a varied selection. No, it's the same damn tapes. Yes, I know. But when you listen to the radio, like here, there's a classic rock station called Rock 102. Rock 102 plays the same recorded like tape of music every day. And I noticed that over the years, and I'm like, this is dumb. I mean, I like these songs, but there's no variation. It's all the same damn thing.
Tune in at 10:38, and you can hear Iron Maiden every day.
Well, yeah, I know. You could hear that freaking song every day, or you could go into archives and grab your freaking Walkman and your tape and go. Yes. Okay, fine.
The radio station I listened to in my truck there for a while, for almost a week, every day when I left work, it was the same song on the radio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Achy, breaky heart.
So some people like their nice, predictable patterns of life and things like that. Yep. Okay. That's cool. Not a problem. For a long time, when I lived with a certain friend of mine, his name was Chris, I played the first Black Sabbath album, I played that every morning when I woke up. Every morning when I woke up, I played that Black Sabbath album regardless. And I played it, the whole thing, every single morning. And nobody complained. He came out one morning and he's just like, dude, you're not playing Black Sabbath yet. I'm like, I reached over and went click. He's like, thumbs up, and he's just like, yeah, man. It's like, dude, I got used to waking up to Black Sabbath, man. It's awesome. It was great. It was great. Oh, freaking, I mean, yeah, predictability and, stability. I understand. I get it. And I can see how that's very attractive to some people. But to me, some predictability is fine. And some, repetitive patterns are fine. But a lot of it just seems like stagnation to me. So I'm like,
well, we kind of live in stagnated times anyway.
What's that?
We kind of live in stagnated times anyway. Think about it.
Right now, we're not at a stagnate. We're at a fester.
Yeah.
Our world is literally and figuratively festering. It's diseased and it's infected and it is festering. I'm not going to go too far into it, but that's pretty much all I have to say. But yes, I agree. Stagnated, yes. The blood is coagulating in certain areas, which causes the hematoma and causes infection.
A lot of times you'd have more fun in a coma than you do living real life.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm not completely convinced that I'm not in a coma. Don't start.
Yeah. You wake up and it was all just a weird dream.
Sometimes we wish it was.
Yes.
Do you take the blue pill or the red pill?
Hey, let me tell you something, man. If it was the Matrix style red pill, probably not. You see how terrible that is? Probably not. But there's no way to predict what it would be. So, I mean, what would reality be if it really was? If all of this really was an illusion, and we did take a red pill to come to reality, what would it really be? Would it be like the Matrix, or would it be something worse, or would it be something not as severe? What would it be? Well, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Here we go. You ready? Let's find
Taking
out.
the little blue pill or the little green pill?
Took a red one.
He took the little blue pill, did he?
Nope.
No, I took the red one.
I took the red one right there, bud. There's only one way to find out, and I've had a mixed history with little dots on the board like Pac-Man. So yeah, there's only one way to find out.
5 minutes, Justin will be comatose.
And you
Follow the white rabbit.
And, hey, and when you go, you just hope you don't go. Yeah. That's all. You just hope that you don't hear the freaking the muted horn.
All right, guys, it's 1 a.m. here.
Yeah, nobody
Since
said
4:30 a.m. yesterday.
Nobody said anything in the chat in a half hour now, so I think I'm gonna take
David
silence.
Not since David said, "Get out of here."
Wait, I'm gonna break the silence. Here we go.
Doesn't that look a little bit more like this?
All right, who dipped their fingers in the wrong jar?
Was there a right jar to dip them in?
Well, considering what the wrong jar is, I would say yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Never mind. Oh man,
That's what got me earlier because I was talking. I mentioned that.
Okay, I remember. All right. Yeah.
We were talking about the torch dip, and I said wrong jar, and then I see Nate with the sock gloves on. Dude, I lost it. I was choking. I had to shut my camera off. I thought I was going to die. I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard.
I posted a picture.
I think that Stacy said something about Vaseline, and then I said something about Vapor Rub, and then Nate's wearing those welding gloves on his feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was right when I was coming in too.
Yeah.
I just barely caught
Again.
that. I just barely caught that one, but yeah.
Yeah, that one about put me out.
Well, I posted a picture of it on one of the chats.
Yeah.
So
Oh, the STN family.
Yeah.
So okay. Yeah, I gotta go.
yeah,
Before I'm gonna go, let's just go. I mean, come on.
Well, good night, Lil Lid. I'm guessing that you're probably the only valid member still in the chat. So
That's a good possibility at this point.
he's the diehard.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, screen cap, good. You did get it. Cool. Cool. All right. Good night, Lowlid. Good night, Craig. Good night, Puller. Good night, David. We'll see you.
Good night.
Good night,
Right
everybody.
on.
You're still hearing. Good night, Twisted, because you might still be watching. So,
Good night, everybody in the chat. Thank you for showing up. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up and watch the videos of the people on the panel. And if you can get to the ones that's in the chat, watch them too. Join our little family. We're here every Friday night and Sunday evenings. And we shall see y'all later.
Honey.